All right.
Okay, I see it. Okay, getting loose. Okay.
All right. Here we are. And we are live. So just for recording purposes, hello everybody out there. We just watched the kickoff. The kick return by the Green Bay Packers. I mean, by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How do you feel about Tampa Bay getting the ball first?
I feel like Green Bay would have liked to gotten the ball first.
But didn't they get the? Didn't Green Bay win the coin toss?
Yeah, but I feel like they should have took that. They should have took the ball, man. Um,
I feel like, well, so with that, with you saying that, do you feel as though they being disrespectful? Like they like, we don't think you're going to score right
I
here.
don't. I wouldn't say it's disrespect so much as they're trying to show some confidence in their defense, man. And their defense has been playing better as of late. So I think that's what they're doing. They're trying to come out here, do a strong showing, bold statement, I guess, if you will, to tell them, yo, we're not afraid of y'all. Now, if you want to call that disrespect, then call it disrespect. But that's what it looks like to me. They're trying to send a message. So
Okay. Yeah, I'll call it disrespectful. Like your defense isn't the best defense in the world. You are well aware of what your defense is and isn't. You as a coach and
yeah.
you as a team, and you saying to Tampa Bay, like we've seen you in first quarters. You guys ain't shit in the first quarter.
I'm telling you that their defense has improved, and that's why they're doing this. They're trying to
Mm.
show confidence in their defense, Mark. I like you saying it like, yo, you're saying that as if they're like, yo, we are absolute garbage. Man, you know what?
No,
Y'all should get the ball first. Y'all gonna need it. Like that's what you're taking it as. You know what I'm saying? I think they have more confidence in their defense than you do. Is what I'm
okay.
saying, Mark.
Well, after this Mike Evans catch, should they?
Oh no, they shouldn't. They shouldn't have in the first place. That's what I said. They really should have taken the ball because, like, this is the thing, man. You're so vulnerable in certain. You're vulnerable in areas that they can attack. And if the Bucks come down here and score, and you let Tom Brady get into a rhythm, and you let him get his confidence up, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, this is going to be a problem.
Right. Okay.
You know, I'm not giving Tom Brady the ball first and letting him get into a rhythm. I don't know about you, Mark.
No, I feel you. There's no way I'm allowing that.
That's a 0% chance for me, dog. Like, so yeah, no way in hell do I let Tom Brady get wrong.
But if they score in the first quarter, this will be something new. If they score a touchdown on the first drive, that'll definitely be something new for them this year.
This is the type of shit right there.
Yep.
That right there is the type of shit. Fournette, man, you literally are on this squad because
to do that to catch.
Because you can catch. Like that's the reason why you get your playing time, bro. Like you can't be out here dropping balls, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, I'm in the really weird
Tobias,
position.
what up, boy?
I hate Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? There's no secret there. I'm a very huge fan of Bruce Arians, you know, and I really don't like Tom Brady that much. You know, I would say my hate for Aaron Rodgers is definitely more than my hate for Tom Brady. But man, I want to see BA get one, man. I want to see BA get one.
Well, tell me about your hate for Tom Brady. Why do you hate? I mean, why not Tom Brady? Why do you hate Aaron Rodgers?
Oh man, it just goes back to a lot of things, man. First off, I didn't like him. Like in college, I thought he was a really good quarterback. His interviews leading into the draft and things that I saw from him there, the level of arrogance that he had. I mean, I thought it was borderlining on the side of disrespectful at that time. You know, I was like, I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie. We were looking at him and we were looking at Alex Smith to get for a quarterback at that time.
Oh, then you made
And
the wrong choice.
oh no, we did make the wrong choice. I did like Alex Smith, but at the same time, I thought that Aaron Rodgers would be a better pro, and I felt like Alex Smith was closer to his ceiling already, which that clearly it was the truth. Like he was already at his ceiling. So, but you fast forward to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. So hold on. Hate to cut you off, but that's two. Fournette just dropped.
Dog,
Like, and he
choking.
was, and
That's a choke.
and he's open on second downs.
Both of them were
And
open.
yeah, and he's dropped. Like, this is not a good look for Fournette early.
Yo, dare I say, the cold weather is getting to him. You know,
Like,
For-
we just started, baby. You need to be loose.
hey, all I know is that man played where he played college in Louisiana. He played in the NFL in Jacksonville. He playing in Tampa.
Yeah,
Maybe
so they
he's not a
shouldn't have
cold weather guy.
So Mike Evans just scores the touchdown.
If
And
that's the coverage they're gonna put on Mike Evans, this is gonna be a long night, Mark.
it's going to be a long night, no matter what the coverage they put on Mike Evans, because like this is what happens. You're able to high point the ball to a guy like that. You're able to throw teardrops to Mike Evans, like to where the cornerback just like you have to be in the perfect position to stop him.
Well, this is the thing, Mark. I'm not even going to take it there because both of these catches, he could have been 5'10", in that joints. Like these defenders were not even close, man.
Well,
These
on
defenders were
no
getting-
on that one, if that was more of a line drive, that the defender.
Oh no! If it was a line drive, what I'm saying is, if the receiver was 5'10", they still would have been able to get it over the defender's head. You know what I'm saying? He still would have been able to drop it in.
Look, that's like they show that from that angle. Like it's all teardrop, baby.
Look at that. He barely even jumped. That's what I'm saying. Like if he was 5'10",
Tobias said Fournette can't catch out the backfield. He's trash.
no. When did that start?
Yeah,
him not being able to catch out of the backfield.
Yeah, that's news to me.
Yeah, maybe he's just speaking on the game right now. That's which
Yeah.
I understand that, you know. So that's
Yeah. Shout out to whoever also joined our broadcast. In case you aren't caught up to what's actually going on in the game, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just scored. So the score is 7-0. This is something new for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They generally don't score on the first drive. And Tobias said he's speaking to this game, not in general.
okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. That's what I was like, man. What is this? But you're right. At this point, I don't know, man. He got about one more drop that he can make, and Ronald Jones is going to be the pass catcher for the day.
Yep.
Like if I'm Tampa, like I'm not messing around with this. Like this is a big part of what they do offensively, or excuse me, this is a big part of what Tom wants to do offensively.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this ain't really a big signature for Bruce Arians. He'll use his pass catching backs here and there, but like on that those little runs out to the flat, you know what I'm saying? That's a Tom Brady staple, man. Like you're gonna tell Tom Brady he ain't got nobody to throw to in the flats. This is gonna be I could say it's gonna be a long night, but you know, fortunately, he has Bruce Arians as his head coach, and Bruce will just say, "Scratch all that. We throwing on Mike Evans today." You know, leave Fournette alone. But so, do you have any concerns right now, Mark, for the Green Bay Packers defense?
Oh, of course. They I had those concerns before. For those that don't know, those that don't listen to our podcast, Tampa Bay is my dark horse. And when I say dark horse, it means it will not surprise me if the Packers win this game because they are the favorite. But I am rolling with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I roll with them since the playoffs started. And this type of stuff is the reason why, like, even with Fournette dropping open passes, they were never truly in trouble. It felt like, and if Mike Evans can just catch teardrop passes at will, this is going to be a long day for you. Like, I think Green Bay messed up by allowing them. What up, Leighton? I think Green Bay messed up by allowing Tampa Bay to have the ball first. They should have came out, tried to drive the ball and score, and immediately put Tampa Bay on their heels.
Yeah,
But
like
instead, they rolled with the weakness of their team, and now Tampa Bay did something that they don't normally do, which is score on the first drive. And so now Tampa Bay has momentum that you probably going to end up regretting later.
yeah. So Bias was right. He said watch Levante David work, and he already in there, you know what I'm saying, cleaning up the run game there. Like they definitely gonna need them linebackers to do some work today, man. But I also feel like Aaron Rodgers is going to be looking to pass, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
it's not like they're gonna commit any attention to the run, even though they have three guys that could be starting running backs in the league.
Anyway. So, they have 3 guys that could be starting running backs anywhere. But
so we'll see. We'll see if they try to commit some type of time to the run game today. But
how do you share this, Sharice? You hit the share button on the YouTube app?
You know, Sharice is like Marcus, dog. She's really not tech savvy.
It's that button that says, like, that shows the arrow.
Like if you close the chat out, you see the little X button where at the top where it says live chat, you close that out. And then you're gonna see a share button. You know?
Wow. I did not know Tampa Bay had the first rushing defense.
Who? The Bucs?
Yeah.
Well, part of them having the first rushing defense is also the fact that
they're so trash at passing.
They're so vulnerable in the pass game that people don't even attempt to try to run on them. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing with us. Like, if you look at our run defense for the Niners, we were really high. Mark, do you know if any teams that was coming into to San Francisco trying to run the ball? They wasn't.
Nah.
like that's what happens sometimes, dog. They see you and they see food. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Absolutely right.
Yeah, but they are decent at the run, but they don't be fooled by that number 1 ranking.
This 3rd and 9 is important.
Yeah.
And Rodgers takes the sack. So here we are on 4th down, where it's 4th and 10 or 4th and 11.
And now I'm gonna make a point here, Mark, because I promise you, and I've probably been one of the only people that hasn't downed Aaron Rodgers' play in the playoffs. But at this point, if this continues, Mark, I'm gonna have to say something because I noticed something about him, man. He takes a lot of sacks in the playoffs.
Well, he takes recently, given the new offense that he's in, he takes a lot of sacks, period.
Yeah, but I mean, even before he was in this offense, he just takes sacks in the playoffs. It's just a thing that he does. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why, though. I don't know. But he can't be taking sacks on 3rd and 9. He can't do that.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Yeah. So. 3 and out. Not a 3 and out, but
you have to create an account and you would have to get on FoxBet or look up FoxBet or actually look up FanDuel sports betting. That's what you want to FanDuel sports betting. Download the app. You waited till the game started. Talk to me about them before the game started. Okay. But no, FanDuel Sportsbet. FanDuel, they all do.
Yo.
FanDuel Sportsbet.
So y'all in the comments,
those are the two that I use.
Y'all in the comments. What are y'all predictions for the game?
I literally just gave a promo. FanDuel Sportsbet. That's what I use to bet. Apparently.
But yeah, like definitely in the comments, tell us who you guys got for these two games. Who you guys got?
Tell us. Share with us.
Please.
Yeah. So man, now that we in the commercial break, tell me, brother, what you drinking on? What we sipping today?
Oh, keeping it light today, you know. We have a Alaskan Amber.
Okay.
You know, it's a nice little beer. It's all right. My favorite from the Alaskan brand, Alaskan White. They don't have that no more. Something that they discontinued, so I'm just stuck with the Amber. But it's
Leighton being ridiculous, saying Bucks by 30, but good.
But he's a Tom Brady. Like
I know.
Like you say, you know, man, but like you don't understand how much of a Tom Brady fan this man is. If Tom Brady came to where he's at and said, you know what, I need a place to crash tonight, like he'll kick his wife out and give Tom Brady the bed. Like that's how much of a Tom Brady fan he is. So yes, of course, this is what I'm expecting from him. You know, it is what it is. Chiefs 27-20. I see a Packers Bills from Cheetos. Okay, Bucks by 30. Bucks. Okay, see everybody's talking Bucks, man. 28-17. I'm hoping the people that said Bucks had the Bucks before the game started. You know, my pick was the Packers, and I'm still sticking with that. They're looking a little bit disappointing right now. Okay, yeah, you see Ronald Jones is in the game, right?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah,
it's like we had enough. We had enough of that.
Yeah. If I know anything about BA, is these fools is gonna try to cut the head off on this drive, dog.
Well, they already failed. We're looking at a 3rd and 1, and I'm gonna say that Buccaneers convert here. Yeah,
saying like BA. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Arians is going to take a shot really soon again. Because this is the type of shit that he calls up. So there's going to be another shot. More than likely, Mark, to Mike Evans coming here within the next 3 plays, is what I'll tell you. So.
And 3rd down and 1, and they push ahead for the go-ahead 1st down.
Yep. Hard fought yardage, man. Hey, that pass rush that I said that the Packers developed halfway through the season.
Yeah,
they gonna need that. They gonna need that today. I mean, but this is their weakness, run game, dog. Like this is the weakness, man. Like we knew this coming into it. Right. We said that Tampa Bay, if they come in here with somewhat of a game plan to run this ball, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah. We talked a lot about this. Like you have the Packers though. I don't see it that way. And
yeah. Well, I didn't see Tampa Bay coming in here with a game plan to run the ball. So,
but why wouldn't they? Everybody should come in with the game plan to run the ball against
everybody should.
Green Bay.
Everybody should. I know Bruce Arians, and he has run. I'll say this: he's been dedicated to the run.
All right, what are you doing, Scott? That was unnecessary.
He's been dedicated to the run this year more than he has in any of the past years. But
like, why did he do that? Like you could have avoided that
He could have
tackle.
stayed on his feet and avoided that.
Yeah,
That's
like
whack.
what? Like that was
That's whack.
unnecessary.
That's whack.
That was really unnecessary.
That's whack. Hey, dog. That's a fancy ass way to lose 5 yards, ain't
Exactly.
it? Dog. Hey, man. And one thing I want to make sure we talk about, especially if
And
the
look,
Packers.
and even though they lost the 5 yards, they get the first down.
Oh, look at that. Hey, Mark. If they come down here and they score, you know what? We got to have this conversation about these coaches getting too cute. You know what I'm saying? We won the toss. We gonna kick it though. Okay.
Yeah, like
Get cute if you want.
no,
Get cute.
like I want to have that conversation right now anyway because that was a dumb thing. Like I don't agree with it.
That shit is going to come back to
like
haunt
your
them.
defense is not your strong suit. Why would you come out and put yourself on your heels?
Yeah. Okay, so I ain't even peeped that. Leighton was wild in the comments talking about the Tom Brady. He'll tell his wife to get out. He'll give her the bed. He said he can smash my wife. Just kidding. That's funny.
Tobias said, check my record, boy.
Yeah, he did. He said it early in 750. I believe him.
Leighton said he could smash my wife. Just kidding.
I'm telling you, man, that boy Tom Brady fan.
That's funny. That's funny though.
Like, yeah, don't listen. He cannot give you an unbiased opinion about anything Tom Brady. And just for the record, he was always more of a Tom Brady fan than a Bill Belichick fan. So I'll give him that. He riding with his guy. Boy, man, you got to catch that. But you see that right there?
No, I saw it. He should have caught that.
Well, that's a big deal.
Regardless of what happened at the end, he should have been able to catch that.
Well, I was going to say that should have been AB. That should have been AB in that spot right there. But he's not playing. So.
Like, Doug, how don't you catch that? It hit you in the hands.
Boy, he saw that contact, baby. Not everybody could do that. He's seen that contact.
Not everybody can do what they're paid to do, which is be a football player.
Hey, man, some people get scared, dog. Some people don't like contact. They out there playing. People always want to admit that wide receiver is a diva position, but then they don't want to admit that there's actual divas out there playing. Like, some of these guys don't want to get hit, bro.
And Tampa Bay cannot capitalize on the fact that
that pass rush that they was getting that they developed during the year. They better have that shit. They found it. You know, that was a good play.
Yeah,
good play by Clark.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, they gonna need that. See, I'm willing to bet. This is the sad thing, Mark. I'm willing to bet that Green Bay's confidence was in their pass defense. And that's what got ate up on the first drive.
It got destroyed on the first drive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the craziest thing about it. Like, 'cause I know they wasn't confident in the run defense. I don't know. I mean, run defense ain't even doing too bad right now, but yeah, I don't think Tampa Bay's forcing the issue right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, back to what we were saying before. You said you was drinking an Alaskan White. Well, right now I started off light. Started off with the original Shock Top Belgian White. You know, kicking it old school. I wanted some flavor in my beer today. I wanted to be a little fruity. You know what I'm saying? Pause.
Yeah.
You know? So but I got a variety 6-pack here, so so we'll see how it go, man. I'm excited for this game. Any new comments that we have?
Nope. Nobody saying nothing too crazy. Nobody saying nothing in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far it's an intriguing game because so far the defenses have made plays.
Yeah.
So right now that seems to be the tale. I looked at the run defenses, Mark, and I mean it means absolutely nothing on the Bucks thing because the Packers ran twice. Williams got 3 yards on his carry. Jones got 1 yard on his, and that's where they at right there. And then looking at the Bucks, Fournette has 4 carries for 10 yards. And hold up, I don't know which one. Fournette has 4 for 10, and Jones has 3 for 6. But
yes, Leighton, we did see Connor get knocked out.
We seen him go night, man.
I learned a little something about Leighton last night. I was like, oh, like because at first I saw the knockout, and I was like, okay, like everybody's making fun of it, but then like Leighton kept going. And I was like, oh, Leighton don't like this dude.
But let me let you know 2 things about Leighton. Okay. Number 1, he is a boxing purist. Okay. And number 2, Floyd Mayweather, he's a huge Floyd Mayweather fan. Maybe that has something to do with his discontent to Conor McGregor. Maybe it has something to do with Conor McGregor's monkey comments leading up to the fight with Mayweather. I don't know. But I'm going to assume that all of that is all wrapped in one as to why Leighton was going a little ahead.
That wasn't the monkey comments was in bad taste. They were in very poor taste. I don't necessarily believe that Connor understood the racial undertones of the comment. Mm-hmm. Like just given the fact, he's not from here and shit.
Yeah.
But he might.
But he said you out. He's like you on stage dancing around like a monkey. I was like,
yeah.
Somebody gotta tell him he can't say that.
Yeah, like I don't.
Somebody gotta tell him he can't say that.
Yeah, like I don't think he understood the racial.
Hey, Mark, there goes Aaron Rodgers taking sacks in the playoffs again. I swear, man. Go ahead.
But no, it's back to the actual sport that we're watching.
This dude, like. I promise you, I never seen him take bad sacks like this. Like he has taken sacks this year. I give you that. The offense, the way it goes. But I mean, usually I think this is a situation to where it's a combination of 2 things. It's him he tries to make plays in the playoffs, but I also think it is a bigger part of the offense. These plays are taking way too long to develop.
Yes.
Where is his bailout routes right now? Because I believe if there was a bailout route,
you cannot let him catch that. You cannot let that happen.
This is what he does best.
No, but like I'm talking about as the cornerback or the defender. They're gonna show replay.
Maybe the wide receiver broke off his route, and that's how he ended up behind him.
Like you can't let that happen. Like no, like they showed the replay. He was just running. Like you can't let that happen.
See, that's a broken route play. He's thinking that the play's going downfield. He's trying to stay behind him, and then his receiver just stopped and turned around. Like I mean, he could have covered that better, but I mean.
But here's the thing: you can't think that that comes down to an intelligence thing, I guess. You as a corner, because why, given where they are they really going for the deep shot here, the long developing deep shot?
I will tell you this. If the long deep shot comes available to Aaron Rodgers, he would take it in that
obviously,
spot.
But
that's why he was just trying to make sure he didn't
given
get beat.
their position, nah.
He was trying to make sure he didn't get beat, man. This is why you cannot allow these broken plays to run that long if you're playing the Packers. This is just what Aaron Rodgers is gonna do. He's going to kill you on these every single time. He does not miss.
Chris said, what cable provider you got? It's a whole play call ahead of us. Well, that's good. If I'm a whole play call ahead of you, that means we're almost in real time as I'm talking because the stream itself is delayed. Yeah, that's
great.
So when I'm talking, you're catching the stream about 10 seconds later than I said something.
Yeah, y'all gotta fix y'all situations up, man.
Nah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a direct connected antenna. Like I'm watching this live. on through the antenna, because when I watch it through my internet cable, that it's like super delayed. So
Yeah. So like you direct connected. I don't know how you're getting it quicker than me. I mean, I feel like Green Bay is maybe you're closer to Green Bay. I don't know, but but your shit is coming in like just a few seconds, not even a lot. I'm saying I said 5 seconds. You're probably like 3 seconds, 2 or 3 seconds ahead of me. So like, but yeah,
yes, I'm gonna let you know right now, Chris. You are paying Cox all this damn money for nothing. I guarantee you, I have a lot more channels than you, and you know what? We'll talk. We'll talk
yeah, we'll
offline.
talk offline about that.
But
We'll talk offline
but I
about that.
guarantee you, I have a lot more channels than you, and I pay a lot less. So
Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
we'll just keep it at that.
Yeah, somebody paying Cox. But first off. I don't know anybody that goes with Cox for the cable, dog. Like either you got Dish. Actually, most people I know have Dish because Cox is trash. But you know what I'm saying? And then people don't want to pay the price of DirecTV.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna let you know right now. The amount that you pay in a month is the amount that I pay in a year.
you know what I'm saying?
For my cable. Yeah, for when I'm
That's
watching
right,
when
bro.
I'm Cheetos, when I'm watching football, I now watch it through I watch it through the antenna unless I'm watching Red Zone.
And this Cheeto said, so y'all
No,
got just
I was just answering.
yeah. Like, well, no, I'm just like we have other things, but
Yeah. No,
nothing's
yeah.
better for a live sporting event that's on the regular TV than an antenna.
Yeah, like if it like because we're live broadcasting, I wanted to get it as quick as possible, so
Yeah,
I'm utilizing the antenna.
it's not a good experience for y'all commenting and reacting to us if our stream is a whole minute behind, and then you add on the delay of us live streaming, and then we're talking about plays a minute and a half after you guys already seen them. So yeah, definitely want as a little bit as little latency as possible.
So apparently the second quarter is Green Bay's money spot. Did not know that. Uh, all the little stats that they end up telling you is kind of crazy whenever you watch these games.
Yeah, but I'm not even surprised by that because Aaron Rodgers, it don't take him very long to find out where the weaknesses are. And once he finds out where the weaknesses are in the defense, he's going to be looking to exploit that. If not, he'll just throw it to Devontae Adams, and people apparently can't find a way to stop that guy. So, I mean, either way.
Yeah, Chris. I'll let you know about my setup offline about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I will tell you, you would need a current smart TV or a streaming device like a Fire Stick to do my setup. Oh, come on, you can't do that, Bucko. You can't do that, Bucko.
Boy, you gotta make that tackle if you're gonna do that.
Yeah,
Hey, Valdez Scantling. God damn it! I really hate the fact that this dude be looking good with Aaron Rodgers throwing to him.
MVS. So MVS scores, but he scores not because it was the right play. He scores because he makes the terrible decision. Like, why wouldn't he go for the like he never like
Yo, people that have seen the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play this year, are you guys tired of seeing Davis getting roasted? I'm just asking a question. Are you tired of seeing him getting roasted out here?
Jay, what up? What up, broda? He should have picked that off.
Dog.
But
no.
Here's the thing. What we saw from Davis just now was this fool, like, he did none of the things that cornerbacks are supposed to do. Like, look, when you're running with the wide receiver, look at his head. Look for what he's doing. Because if he turns his head, that means and it stays focused, that means the ball is coming. you need to start turning around. Like,
But
look, you gotta pay attention, and you gotta be. And if you're not going to turn around, take the extra step to catch up to him so you can immediately make the tackle.
Yes. You like, okay, as somebody who has played cornerback before, let me tell you, sometimes you just know a guy's faster than you, right?
Right.
Sometimes you know you can't catch up to him. Sometimes you know there's a 0% chance that you can make a significant play on the ball. Like in this situation, I played against a couple of quarterbacks that were this accurate, and you know that the ball is never going to be in reach for you to make a play. You have to be thinking, I just got to make this tackle. If you know you can't catch up to him and you know you can't make a play on the ball, that decision has to be made before the ball comes. You have to be like, yo, I am going to make this tackle, and that's what I'm here for. The ball's coming, cool. I'm going to try to wrap him up right now.
Right.
He didn't decide. He went up, and it was like, oh, shit, the ball's coming. And then he went for the ball, missed it, and then missed the tackle. And it was just like...
The one moment you have as a cornerback to do anything is when the receiver slows down to catch the ball. No matter
that's the only chance.
No matter when, no matter how fast the receiver is, that is the one moment you have, is because he's going to have to steady himself to make sure that he's where the ball's going to be. And
the receiver, unless that ball is perfectly placed, the receiver is going to have to make an adjustment. A slight, even if it's just the slightest adjustment, that's what you need if you're not going to be able to keep up with them. That's your only window. It's just crazy, man. But Valdez-Scantling, throughout the season, man, he's found his niche within the Packers offense with being the deep ball guy. I've watched him, and I've always thought that he was garbage. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, you know what I mean? But what I noticed over the course of the year is that he's really good at running deep routes. Whether it be a streak, whether it be a post, he's just good at getting open deep. And with that said, it looks like they've pretty much stopped asking him to run the intermediate routes. And with a guy like Aaron Rodgers throwing to you, he's going to find you if you get open. And Valdez-Scantling is a guy that people forget about when he's on the field, and then shit like this happens. So,
all right.
Yeah.
So James Starr said, Jay said, I would force Green Bay to run the ball, take the ball out of Rodgers' hand. That's easier said than done.
Everybody says that.
Yeah, but it's easier said than done in this particular case, especially if you got cornerbacks that are going to give up the butt like that. So it's hard. It's harder to do that. But
hey, cover zero, spread eagle.
Seriously,
man,
there was no that was and that's another thing. There was no help.
There's no over the top help, man. You can't be leaving your cornerbacks out there on the island against these guys. Valdez, like I said, Valdez-Scantling might not be the best receiver, but he's fast. And then you know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where, yes, he's eating because he has Davante Adams on the other side. But goodness gracious, Mark, I don't know what to tell you, man. You can say get the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hands, but the final step of trying to do that always comes down to whether or not you can cover Davante Adams. And so far this year, I haven't seen it.
Yo, Tom Brady about to start cussing people
out here dropping all kinds of shit.
Tom about to start cussing people out, dog. This is getting ridiculous. This is the fourth drop? This is the fourth drop.
Oh, that shit hit him right in the hands, boy. Mark, I'm telling you.
No, it hit him in the chest. It hit him in the chest.
It hit him in the numbers. In the numbers. You know what? Look, this is what I'll say. He has to catch that. That's the only place that Tom Brady can put that ball without it getting knocked down or intercepted.
Right. He had to catch that. And that's the fourth open pass that has been dropped.
Cold weather, Mark. I'm telling you, man. These fools don't want to go and play in Green Bay.
Well, okay. You redeemed yourself. Good job, Godwin.
That was a nice catch.
Nice catch, Godwin. what was that? 52 yards they just said? 52-yard pass by Tom Brady. Down the middle of the field.
Ooh, man.
Matched up against the safety.
That was a good play call.
Matched up against the safety, and he wins.
Yeah, he damn sure wasn't expecting that thing. Like, he really thought Brady was going to roll out to the left and outside the pocket.
Oh, AB is hurt, Jay. He injured his knee in the last game, and he is out for this game.
Yes. It was announced.
And here we go.
Was it announced on Wednesday?
Yep.
Boy, that boy working.
And Leonard Fournette.
Twinkle toes. Oh, man, in the end zone.
And Leonard Fournette scores. So
running game a problem, Mark. We said it was going to be an issue.
Yeah.
And guess what opens up when you start throwing bombs?
The run game.
That shit opens up real fast. Man, they didn't look at that. They were not ready for a run play there. Clearly, they were not. Boy, they wasn't ready for that spin move neither. Let me tell you.
So, Leonard Fournette runs a 15-yard pass? A 15-yard run?
Something like that. I'm not even counting at this point. Yeah. But he shouldn't have been able to get into the end zone that easily.
I wouldn't say it was easy. He broke a few. A few.
Well, the initial hole was bigger than it should have been.
Yeah, the initial hole.
He had a one-on-one with a defensive back. I don't know how anybody else expected that to go down, but
Tobias said he looked like you out there. He looked like you in Madden out there. Like, what do you mean? I don't think he look. I don't know. What version of you did he look like?
I'm trying to figure this out, man. What I will say is, I really did think about it last night, Mark. Last night when we was getting on to play Call of Duty, I was like, you know what? I owe Tobias a fade. You know what I mean? So I did remember last night, and I was like, damn, it's too late. You know what I'm saying? We got the games tomorrow.
Yeah. That's funny.
He looked like him running the ball. Hey, dog, you wish you was that nimble.
Like I said,
you wish you was that nimble.
Like he looked like you when you playing Madden. I get it.
Yeah.
When you playing Madden, he looked just like your my player.
Look, I ain't never seen Tobias play football. I'm just gonna assume he don't got that spin move in his arsenal, Mark. I'm just gonna assume. Maybe I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's an agile big man. Maybe he is. I don't know. Like Mark, I consider you to be an agile big man, but I also don't think you have that spin move in your arsenal.
That you're lying. You're lying. You've seen it. You've seen it. Like you're lying. You've seen it.
All right, fine. I give you some credit. No.
You've seen me run and my spin move, dog. Don't play with me.
He said, "Real life, don't disrespect me." All right, fine. They got some agile big dudes out there. You know what I'm saying? Mark used to prefer to use his agility on the defensive line. That's where he preferred to do his work.
Yeah, 1000%.
It's kind of a problem when you got somebody big and strong and they can move their hands quick and they could hit you with the swim moves and get you out of there, And yes, we was playing full on football, no pads, like 8-on-8, defensive line, offensive line, everything, dog. We was out there.
Chris, you are a tiny fellow. Like, I get it. I get it, Chris. You're a tiny little man.
Oh, now you done woke him up. He said, y'all play high school, college? That's what Tobias said. Okay, so, you know what? I'm not even gonna give him that answer. But I will do is talk to Chris. Talk about y'all all slow. That's funny because you couldn't figure out a way to stay in front of me when we played ball last.
You know what? And that's crazy. That was the craziest thing, Chris. You are the most in shape dude that looked tired on the basketball court. Like you only played for 15 minutes, and you was huffing and puffing playing basketball after 10 minutes of play, and you are ripped to shreds. Like, what is going on? Your stamina is trash.
He said Tobias said it was a serious question. Oh, Jerry's in the chat. What up, Jerry? Hey man, look, serious
Jerry
question.
can speak
Put
to
two
it,
laughing
Chris.
emojis.
Jerry can speak to how trash your stamina is. Chris.
Dog, let's not let Chris off the hook. Man, but yeah, no, Chris, man, you got beat, dog. You couldn't stay in front of me. How fast are you? Anyways, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that to him. You know what I'm saying? There's video footage out there somewhere. You know, Jerry maybe has the footage.
Yeah, that's a touchback.
Hey, so Tobias telling us to shush. I played in high school, dog.
So did I.
I played in high school. Don't disrespect me. Now, see, now you telling me to shush. Now, nah, man, nah.
We played high school. Like, relax.
Yeah, don't do me like that. Nah, don't do that.
Relax. My swim move, my swimming rip move is dangerous as fuck. It was. I can't speak to today, but
like, and that's another thing, Tobias. I knew I wasn't gonna have a chance to do anything on the next level because when you gotta understand, when I was playing football at that time, like I was 5'7" and I was 115 pounds. Like that's just what it was. Like I wasn't going nowhere on the next level.
Yeah.
Oh, he said he's talking about that was to Jerry because Jerry was bringing up the bad and shit. Yeah. Tobias, nah, we already know you ducking. We already know you ducking the fade. You know what I'm saying?
But real quick, shameless plug time. Hey, everybody, yo, eye test hoodies, dog. I know I got requests from Tobias, Chris, and a few others out there, but yeah, the eye test hoodies, we will be selling them very shortly, and we do got you guys' name on the list. And those that are watching that don't already, that hasn't already put in a request for one, feel free to contact us through our email, the eyetestnetwork@gmail.com, and we will take your request and we'll try to get those out to you. We are going to be meeting with our guy Tyrone Small this week because we have an episode to shoot covering UFC 257. So we're gonna be meeting with our guy that provides us with our gear, and we're gonna get that out to you guys. Thank you, Tobias. Thank you. And this is shout out to my guy. This is shout out to my guy Lavernus. He collabed with me to help me create my logo. He created the logo, and so shout out to my guy Lavernus Bryant. He also has his own store, We Are Love. So look him up too.
Yeah, that shit was a clear touchback though. Good challenge, Matt LaFleur. You know what? But that is one of those things that's a big benefit of their TV, of the breaks that you have in between kickoffs and punts and all that stuff and change of possession. Yeah, time to watch the replay, you know what I'm saying, and throw it flat.
Oh, God. Yo.
Boy, they on his ass today, man. I'm not, dog. They're on his ass.
So
today,
Aaron Rodgers avoided the sack and intentional grounding on the first down play, thanks to his wide receiver. Thanks to the receiver coming back. It was the running back, Aaron Jones.
That's a heads up play, man.
Yeah,
that's a nice little bailout. And to the people that had a problem with me mentioning things that Patrick Mahomes could do, that Aaron Rodgers couldn't do, Patrick Mahomes had a similar situation last week, and he managed to make a play from that and actually completed the pass. This is the type of stuff that we was talking about with Patty. Like,
MVS catches another pass. He gets the first down Looks like it was a 12-yard play coming across the middle of the field. So now we are looking at first down.
It's nice, man. Perfectly executed. He ran that route exactly how you should. Waited to the last minute to turn his body. By the time he turned his body and the cornerback notices that the ball might be coming, it's already too late. The ball's already gone.
MVS has two catches and for 62 yards and a touchdown currently.
Yep.
Was that a horse collar?
Hold up, let me see it. Yeah. No, he just grabbed the back of his neck.
Yeah.
Davis out there tired. He's tired of getting abused out there, man. He's like, fuck, I'll just go do what I gotta do.
It looks like Aaron Rodgers found his huckleberry because
he's picking on him.
He picking on Davis.
He picking on him, dog. Hey, it's gonna be a long night for him because he, smile. You on candid camera. He spotted you.
Yeah. So Davis is gonna have to crack somebody to make that change.
He gonna have to make a play, man. He's gonna have to make a play somewhere.
And then they get the first down through the run through the field.
Like I said.
Now this is to Jay. This is a problem, like, because if they want to continue to get runs like this, then like you stopping them in the run. I mean, you stopping them from passing and forcing them to run isn't going to do much. Seeing how they have 3 capable running backs. So,
I told you I did not believe in that #1 run defense ranking, Mark. I told you that. We both didn't. We both felt a certain way, and we both felt a certain way about these Green Bay running backs. So,
yeah.
I mean, I think you're going to see as the game goes on, that running, that I think they're going to attack more running the ball later on in the game. And I think they're going to have even more success on the ground. Wait till the defense is tired. So right now, though, I will say both defenses are making plays here and there, but it's not enough to stop either offense. And both offenses look like, even though they've had their miscues, they look like they're rolling. So this should be a very interesting rest of the game, man, because I think what usually happens in these types of games is all of a sudden the defenses get tired and it becomes a boat race. I expect this to be a boat race.
This looks like this will be a shootout throughout the game, which is excellent.
It's going to become a shootout real soon, right towards the end of the second quarter, I bet.
Now here is where it really matters, though, because in the past they're like Tom Brady versus whoever, Tom Brady, blah 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 blah. Now in this situation, we will see I've always hated the quarterback versus quarterback conversation, but in this situation, I would say that these two defenses are very similar. And
they're good at one thing and not at the other.
Right.
So, not even going to say good. They're decent at one thing, and then they're bad at the other. So, these defenses are both beatable. You know what I'm saying? And you're right, Mark. Both of these quarterbacks should be able to beat these defenses. And I think that's what we're seeing here today. So, I think I agree with you. This is better. This is a better litmus test quarterback for quarterback than we usually see. Usually we see one great quarterback versus another great quarterback, but then one quarterback has a great defense.
Right, exactly. Oh, he dropped it.
Ew, boy, that helmet took it right out too. Davis, where you at? That should be you making those types of plays.
He is lucky Tunyon was still there. Oof. Oh no! You saw his face when it came out. It was like,
his face should be like that, man. Yo, first off, we already know how Aaron Rodgers get down. He ain't patting you on the shoulder pads and telling you we gonna get that back next play.
Yeah,
you're probably gonna get some nasty looks and get talked down to, So
yeah. All the discount double check championship stuff out the window once you fumble.
Yeah, nah, he ain't playing with y'all out there on the sideline, man. Yes. I see. I'm catching up with the comments. Tobias said, "Yeah, QB versus QB is bull." Me and Mark have always felt that way from the jump. Um, guess this game is going to be a shootout from James. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. But once again, this is the reason why I picked Green Bay over Tampa Bay. It's because I thought in a shootout situation, I do not like Tampa Bay secondary. And I thought that I liked Green Bay's pass rush a little bit better. And I also thought that in a pinch, I trust LaFleur's play calling to go to runs when they need to. I don't trust Bruce Arians' play calling to go to a run when they might need it. And that's just so I like people gave their scores predictions. Mark, I never put a score prediction out there because
I couldn't attach a score prediction.
I just picked Green Bay by like a score. I don't, that's it. Like, I just think this is a game that I thought from the jump that this is going to be a game that comes down to the last possession. Yeah. So,
well, Aaron Jones is clearly feeling it. That boy he's getting his 4 yards, and that's really all you can ask for. Like, 4 yards at a time, we good.
Man, and just looking at this, man, like, if Aaron Jones gets tired, you can put in Jamal Williams. Yeah. If he gets tired, you can put in A.J. Dillon. Like, this is an onslaught.
Yeah, it's a problem.
And all three of those guys can run, and all three of them can catch out of the backfield. This is a problem. Easily the deepest backfield in the NFL.
Well, but see, every touchdown up until this point has been outside of the red zone. So now we actually have a red zone. We have a red zone play. We're having red zone plays, and now we'll Mark, see what.
You know how I feel about this. You got Aaron Rodgers in the Green Bay Packers in the red zone. Who do you think is getting a touchdown, Mark?
Aaron Rodgers in the Green. Honestly,
Aaron Rodgers and Robert Tonyan. What I would like to see though, Mark. What I would like to see is LaFleur to go back to Aaron Jones and try to get it on the ground.
See, well, here we go. 28. Devontae Adams has 28 targets in the red zone with 24 catches in the red zone. So
in 14 touchdowns. So
I will say this. I don't like the way this is set up. Well, I guess that corner is set up if Devontae cuts inside. Nope, he went to the blitz. See, that should have been a touchdown. That was a bad pass.
Yeah, it was. He got shook. But that's what you want, a one-on-one with Devontae Adams and Davis on him.
Yeah, that was a bad pass. That was a bad pass. Like, if he had actually put that on him, or maybe if Deontay Adams...
if you look at the replay, you see there was a uncovered blitzer defensive back coming off the edge.
No, I saw it. No, because I thought that they were going to double cover Devontae, but he blitzed.
That's probably what Aaron Rodgers thought, too. And that's probably why he got so shook and just threw that thing. But
nice,
good play call defense.
Great play.
That was a good play call on the defense, though.
Yeah.
Damn, look at that! Look at your boy. Where's Tobias at, man? You said your boy Levante Davis is gonna be out there balling. Look at him making plays.
Yeah, that was a great call. That was a great call, Tobias.
Yeah, Levante Davis. He out there making plays, man. Man,
see, this is like I do not like Adams being out there on a one-on-one. Like,
and see, they put a safety on him, or no, never mind. Yeah, that's Devin White. They got smart. They put Devin White on them.
Right.
Oh no, nope, back in the end zone. See, look, Mark, what I tell you. I would have liked to see them go to the run game somewhere in there because it was working. And I thought that the arrogance, this is my problem with coaching Sometimes in the QBs, sometimes it's like there's a certain amount of arrogance that comes with this shit. Like you said, Aaron Jones was cooking. He was getting his shit off. Look, man, run some type of smokescreen play,
or just
some
run
type
the
of
ball.
trick play to where you can get Aaron Jones loose in open space. Do a fake, do some type of a fake to where you can hand it to him, or do a toss play. Anything. I would take my chances with Aaron Jones out in open space on a toss play. Look, man, they threw the ball a bunch of times, and Tampa Bay knew they were going to throw a bunch of times because Tampa Bay dialed up the right defenses every single time. That defensive play calling in the red zone was good, and their players made plays. There's no play call, you know what I'm saying, that you can do if your team is just better at running the ball.
Matt Nagy, welcome back. How you doing, sir?
You would take a chance against the number one defense, the number one rushing defense. See, once again, I told you I didn't believe in that. We just watched Aaron Jones run all the way down. We just watched Aaron Jones run down the field.
Yes. We watched Aaron Jones consecutively get 4 yards a carry.
Yeah.
And 4 yards a carry is really all you could ask for.
Yeah. And then it was a setup. They thought they was going to get it on the third down, and they put what's his name on them? They put Devin White on them. So now you're like, okay, well, that's their best guy. I'm not gonna throw to him so he had to get to the middle of the field. It was a whole setup, man. This was great defensive play calling. And yes, Matt Nagy said Todd Bowles deserves to be a head coach. He absolutely does. This is something that me and Mark spoke about recently. Todd Bowles should have never been fired. But you know what I'm saying, the play calling that he's dialed up on that last part of that drive was exactly what needed to happen. He said Todd Bowles needs to chill with the blitzes. Look, man, maybe you're gonna get beat on some, and maybe you're not. But you obviously know you cannot sit back there in zone defense and beat Aaron Rodgers. It's not gonna happen. You have to get pressure somehow. Whether you come up with creative blitzes, maybe you rush 4 or 5, but you do some stunt blitzes where you got some guys that come up to the line and they fake, or you have it to where maybe you got you got 2 defensive tackles, a linebacker and a defensive end, and you got a defensive end on the other side, drop back into coverage, whatever. However you need to mix it up to get this pressure, you need to do it. Because sitting back there in the zone is not going to get it done against Aaron Rodgers, man. So I don't think Todd Bowles is calling too many blitzes.
I will say this: the one blitz that he called in the red zone could have been a mistake had Aaron Rodgers thrown it correctly at Davante Adams, or if Davante Adams just spun the other way.
But at the same time, I also feel like it was still it was a risky blitz, but it was the right blitz because 2 things happened. Aaron Rodgers didn't expect the blitzer to come completely unblocked, which was happening. And then if he waits any longer to throw that ball, the blitzer himself might have been able to knock down the pass. He has to get rid of the ball. All you did was you made Aaron Rodgers throw the ball earlier than he wanted to. And Aaron Rodgers, he's taken enough sacks. He wasn't trying to take that sack. And, it's a safe play. So if you know that he's going to make the smart play and just try to throw the ball in that general vicinity, then...
So what was that, a 7-yard play by Leonard Fournette?
Yep. Yeah. It's like I'd much rather have Aaron Rodgers throw in a quick pass with pressure on him than to have him have time. Like, that was a smart blitz, but it was a risky one, and it paid off. Rodgers choked on the Adam throw. Hey, man, look, man.
He did.
You see a guy coming uncovered off the side, man, everybody going to react differently. Should he have stayed in there and taken the hit? Maybe. But this is the thing, man. Not everybody is going to stand in that pocket when the time comes, man.
Barnes just got chin checked by the
Yeah,
offensive lineman, and
yeah, he did.
that's a that's probably going to be a big deal for the next couple of plays.
Yo, and Jerry, just back to your point about him choking. Um, how often do you see Rodgers see the pressure coming, see the play downfield, and then he says, "You know what? I know the hit's coming. I'm going to take the hit and just try to get the ball off." Rodgers doesn't take those hits, baby. Todd Bowles knows this, obviously. Like somebody knows it. Like he does not take. He is not a stand in the pocket and take the hit kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? And neither is Tom Brady.
I would run to the left.
You call it a choke. I call it exactly what I expected.
That was almost a bad pass. Like, good thing Godwin was able to get out under that, but
Yep,
like he almost overthrew that.
And that's nice. Godwin is getting loose, man.
Yeah. That was an excellent play call.
Amazing play call.
Like shout out to Byron Leftwich for that play call.
Yeah, let's give some love to these OCs, man. Let's give some love to these DCs, man. Like they out here calling a good game. And we know how we feel about these defenses and the tools that they have, you know, in these offenses. And
Jesus Christ, Tom, what were you doing there?
Ew.
Yeah, look, he's smiling like, "Oh, my bad. I'm sorry."
Yeah, he's seen nobody coming up. Yeah, he's seen him coming up. Oh. He was just trying to get him the ball before he got there. This is Mark. So this is the thing that I have a question for you. Whenever quarterbacks see that somebody's on to the screen pass, whether it's to the wide receiver or the running back, why do they always say fuck it and just make the throw anyway? Like, hey, we're about to take a 5-yard loss if I complete this pass, but I'm gonna throw it to him anyway. Like, why do they do that?
So are you trying to shoot Tom bail and say that he wasn't trying to complete the pass? He was just trying to.
No, I'm saying I don't understand why they even try to complete the pass if they see that it's going to get stopped and be a 5-yard loss. If he completes that pass, it's still a 5-yard. He's actually lucky that he didn't complete that pass. It was a horrible pass. But if he would have actually thrown it on target, Scotty Miller would have caught it, and then what? He would have got wrapped up immediately. It would have been a loss. Like if you see the play is about to get blown up, I'd rather you do something other than throw it to him.
Right.
But I'm just saying a lot of quarterbacks do that. I don't know if it's preached to them or what. Like, yo, it doesn't matter if you see the defender right there, throw the screen pass anyway.
So, where's Gronk?
He said, "I'm so behind, I might as well just listen." Jerry said that's why Bowles lit him up in week 6.
Yeah, I saw that.
He was talking about the fact. Yeah, so yeah, like no.
Oh, actually, that probably should have been a flag. Like
that definitely should have been a flag.
Like Tom, you just gonna throw the quarterback down like that late?
Dog, that man bounced off the ground like when you used to body slam people in Streets of Rage. like the way his body bounced off the ground like that, or when you finally knock somebody out in Street Fighter and they hit the ground, like that's what it should look like. Yeah, Tobias said he agrees on that. Yeah.
So for those that are watching, those that haven't caught up, or those that are just paying attention to the stream, Tampa Bay was forced to punt. The current score is 14-10. It's in the second quarter, and we are 10 seconds outside of the 2-minute warning. So,
hey, Aaron Rodgers has the ball.
Aaron Rodgers has the ball with 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning.
You know what this means. Ooh, a run play. Interesting play call, Mark. How you feel about that?
I think if you were going to call a run play, that's where you would call it, because
that might be the last one.
Because you have the timeout of the 2-minute warning. So
Yeah, I think it's a concerted effort to make sure that they're just not out here slinging the ball and leaving time on the clock. They absolutely want to get to that 2-minute warning and then be in control of the clock afterwards. You don't want to throw an incomplete pass there, have the clock say 2:07, and then you're in a 2nd and 10, and then
Right.
they know you're passing. Like right now, with the play calling defensively, man, they know that you're passing. You know that blitz is coming. But like you could, if they pass on that first down play, there's a chance that they might be in a third down situation before they get to the 2-minute warning.
Burger
So
King is
yes,
making me hungry.
well, yeah, I'm seeing that shit. Yeah, but yeah, definitely. I thought it was a weird play call, but thinking about the clock management aspect of it, it was the right play call. Get it down to that 2-minute warning. Don't play around with that. Because even if you do go down and score, it's Tom Brady on the other side.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't want that situation to be one where you go down, you score, you leave 45 seconds left, and they come back and score. So they're clearly going to play clock management on this drive. Jerry said, "Let's hope Rodgers throws a pick six." Look, man, I just want whoever wins this game to lose in the Super Bowl. That's all I want. I don't want to see Tom Brady get one. I don't want to see Aaron Rodgers get one. That's all I want. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care whether it's the Bills or the Chiefs. I just want somebody from that side to win. Honestly, that's it.
Huh. I apologize, guys. I'm trying to read what stupid comment Charles Barkley said recently. He said it was just a stupid comment, but I don't know what he actually said because I wasn't paying attention, I guess. But whatever. Let's
Mhm.
hope Rogers throws a pick six. Yeah, I guess. Like I don't see why not. Why not hope for it? It's not like I'm rooting for either one of these teams.
Yeah, I'm really not.
Mm.
You know, like I said, I just want whoever wins this game to lose in the Super Bowl. That sounds like some real hater shit, and I just admit it. Like it is what it is. What we got here? Okay, we back from the commercial break.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers dropped back. Toss to Jamal
If
Williams.
Rogers or Brady wins a chip, am I going to hate? Hold up.
I'll be honest.
Well,
With
well.
these
Time out.
teams,
No, time out. Because I'm going to answer that. Because your thing is, you said still going to hate Brady. Brady winning a chip would have, like, I never said Brady's not great. There's nothing wrong with being Brady is great. And I'm saying Brady is the greatest of all time, right as of right now. And the only, but I'm also letting it be known that the only thing that is keeping him on that pedestal is time. Like, I'm saying that the only thing that's keeping Tom Brady on the pedestal is time. So there's never anything from me that says I'm hating on Tom Brady and his ability, because I've never hated on Tom Brady's ability. I'm just acknowledging the ability of Patrick Mahomes, Tobias. That is all. Now, as far as Shawn actually does hate Aaron Rodgers, so you're going
yeah,
to have,
but
so Sean's going to have to answer.
I do despise Aaron Rodgers. But let me put it this way, man. When you say hate, like you got to understand what it means for me. Like I know people like I never liked Kobe, but I absolutely respect everything that he's done. I give him credit for everything that he's done in his career. So that's the same way that I treat Aaron Rodgers. It's the same way that I treat Tom Brady. I, as a 49ers fan and a Joe Montana fan and a Steve Young fan, I have come out of my mouth and called Tom Brady to go. Okay, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't mean I gotta like his ass. You know what I'm saying? So like, if Aaron Rodgers wins the Super Bowl, I feel like all of the doubts that people have been placing on him and all of these things that people have been placing on him immediately erases all that. Everything, all of his failures for the last 10 years or 12 years or however long it's been, all erased to me if Aaron Rodgers wins Super Bowl.
And there goes the pick. Just like that, we have an interception.
Ooh, man.
Interception in the middle of the field.
And you know what's funny? That was just the pass was a little bit behind the receiver, and that is 100% on Aaron Rodgers.
That is also pass interference, but the ref didn't.
Ooh, never mind. Grabbed him. Yeah.
That's pass interference.
He doesn't even grab. Now that I see it, he don't even get that pick if he doesn't do the pass interference.
Exactly, not at all.
Ooh,
he does not get it at all.
That is terrible. Boy, did he get away with one.
Hey, but listen.
I still think it was the pass was still thrown.
The pass was in tight
that was
coverage.
definitely a pass interference.
Yeah.
Yep. Here we go. You get Tom Brady has 24 seconds here.
Tom Brady's. Listen, I'm just gonna throw this out there. I don't think Tom Brady does anything within the 25 seconds. Like, I don't think anything changes. I think they're going into the half 14-10.
From what I've seen from them, unless somehow somebody forgets about Mike Evans, they're close. They're gonna get.
They're a lot closer than I thought.
They're way closer than I thought. They already across the 50. They're gonna get a field goal. boy, Mike, you got to go for that. What is that? Man. Yep. That was a stat. Mark, shout out to Robert. He mentioned this stat last week when we were live streaming, and he said that half of the interceptions that Rodgers had on the season was against Tampa Bay. You know, he did say that. He did mention that that's the reason why Tampa Bay beat them in the regular season was because of the pressure that they were able to get.
So it's 4th and 3rd. Do you go for it here with 13 seconds?
You're up 14. You're up 14-10. And to be honest with you, I'm taking a shot. There's 13 seconds left on the clock. You know what I mean? Actually, you know what? I don't know. 13 might be too much because if you turn over the ball here, they're basically at midfield and you're basically giving Green Bay.
There you go. There you go. Tom threw the coat off. Come on, man.
Oh man, come on. Hey,
yeah,
look, man.
There you go.
I don't know, man. Look, man. You better burn some clock if you're gonna run this. You better burn the clock if you're gonna run this. Giving the ball to Aaron Rodgers with 6 seconds left on the clock.
Look at the ball.
Where he only needs one play to get into field goal range. Yeah. That's what they be talking about where they say that's why you play defense.
I like the play call. I like the play call.
Yeah, it's a ballsy play. I mean, Mark, to be honest with you, if you're gonna go for it, I guess. But I will leave it alone.
I'm gonna say this is gonna take 6 seconds off the clock.
That's what I'm saying. In 7 seconds at the 55, you know what I'm saying? Like all Green Bay would need really, and Mason Crosby is a good kicker. All Green Bay would need is a 15-yard play. 15-yard play, Mark. That's all they need. One catch, 15 yards to get in the field goal range for Mason Crosby. That's what I'm concerned about, Mark. That's why I wouldn't make this play here.
Once again, guys, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the eye test. Welcome to the channel. Like I said, for those that are in here now that wasn't there before, the eye test hoodies will be available very shortly. As you can see, it's the same as the logo that you see on the screen, and we gonna have them out there shortly. We're gonna be linking with our guy this week, and they get the first down, call the timeout, and so they got. So with this, I would still say this is too far to kick a field goal. So you have
absolutely too far to kick a field goal. So they have to take it. They either have to. They're probably going to try to.
Now let me ask you: do you go for the score, or do you go for the catch and out of bounds?
I am telling you right now, we already crossed over here.
I told you, AB's hurt.
I'm running a play to where Tom Brady has an available shot play, but then also has the short available, and I'm letting Tom Brady decide. That's what I would do right now if I was the offensive coordinator. I'm dialing something up that leaves it open to where if he wants to take the shot, he can take the shot. Because honestly, he can. Oh, they just made the clock. It says 8 seconds, not 6 now. So you definitely have time to take a shot and then still be able to.
No, they had to put time. Oh God! Tom Brady scores. Scott Miller finds a second gear, and they score.
Dog, that's what I'm saying. I would leave it all. Like I said, I'll let the quarterback decide, man. Give him something, a check down that he could go to, but take a shot, man. 8 seconds left. Once that clock went from 6 to 8, I'm like, okay, yeah, definitely.
They had to give him time back because they hiked and the time ticked.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't realize that. So once I realized he had 8 seconds, then it's like, okay, absolutely take a shot, because even if you miss, you still got time for either one more player to kick the field goal. Like 8 seconds. 8 seconds is more than enough. That was ballsy.
That was the only play that was there. But like that shout out to Scott Miller for finding a second gear. You saw like he sped up.
He took off on a Mark. Hey, Mark, if he had 20 more yards, that shit would have looked crazy. Yeah, because old buddy was toast.
Yeah, that second gear was nuts. Like he gained 5 yards in the
he was pulling away from him like a little shit. You see that? Cover one, boom. They see the one high safety. That's it. It's a wrap.
Yo, this dude arms is flailing. Like, why is your arms flailing? Run! Like,
man, I can't with these cats. But yes, ballsy play calling. It paid off. This is the type of play calling I expect from. This is the kind of risk taking I expect from BA, from Bruce Arians. This is the type of shit that he gets down with. I'm not at all surprised that they took the chance, because that's what he's gonna do. He's like Riverboat Ron, man. He's gonna go for it.
All right. So yes, Jay, you are absolutely correct. Green Bay's defense is not that good. The best part of their defense is their secondary, and maybe 2 years ago their secondary was actually really good, but their secondary is just average, I would say, this year, and their run game is still hard. I mean, their run defense is still hard. So
yeah. Now, what I want to point out about that play, Mark, because I seen somebody said,
hold up 1 second, hold that thought. I'm gonna just say this: stop being prisoners of the moment. Stop disrespecting my guy Patrick Mahomes, man. I can't.
He got to play today.
I hope to God that's the Super Bowl. I really do. I hope to God that's the Super Bowl.
Yo. Okay, so real quick. So I see Goat being Goat, Brady aiming for his next ring. Absolutely he's going out a champ. Thanks again, Aaron. Rodgers going to choke the rest of the game. That corner waited too late to open up his hips, trying to turn it on too late. The cornerback was a slow, and
the cornerback just got burnt.
Like, there's nothing that he could have done. Like, let's keep it a buck, man. Like, I've been in that position where I got completely burned, dog. Ain't nothing you could do in that situation. And then what I wanted to say, yeah, too early to call this game. Yes,
very true.
You know what I'm saying? But what I'll say is this: with that play calling, Mark, I just wanted to say something about the play that I noticed. They had Scotty Miller out on the island. Okay, mm-hmm. They had other guys on the other side. So, like, one of the reasons why the safety was leaning a little bit to the right was because he has Scotty Miller out on the island. They weren't expecting Scotty Miller. They usually don't run those types of routes for Scotty Miller. They don't usually run streak routes for Scotty Miller. It's one-on-one with a cornerback that they think should be able to cover him, especially if they don't believe he's going for a streak. They're looking for the intermediate check down towards Devontae Adams or Valdez-Scantling or whoever else is on the right side. And what happens? Like I said, the safety lines up a little bit to the right or a little bit to the other side of the field because that's what he's supposed to do as a safety. And he stays over there, even though he sees the one-on-one coverage streak route. He didn't move until he saw the quarterback, until he saw Tom Brady dial it up, cock it back to throw it over there. And that's when he tried to get over there. Obviously, way too late. But I'm just saying, the play call was great. If that wasn't Scotty Miller and that was Mike Evans over there, that safety would have been lined up on the other side of the hash marks. And then there would have been a different play. So definitely kudos to Byron Leftwich once again. And Bruce Arians, those guys are dialing some shit up, man.
Absolutely. Hold on one. Okay.
Oh, he said Mark Tobias said if Mahomes choked today, he ain't trying to hear your mouth. To be honest, if Mahomes chokes today, then you're not going to hear my mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. That's a massive if.
That's a massive. Yo, hey man, look. Okay, I have a question for Tobias.
All right, yo.
Since he's been in the
real quick, guys. Shawn's going to take over for a second, so and he's going to answer all you guys' questions. I'm going to step out for just a quick second to use the bathroom. I shall be back shortly.
All right, man. So Tobias, I got a question for you, man. Tobias. Just how many times have you seen Patrick Mahomes choke? I'm just asking. Maybe you've seen it happen. I don't know. I don't remember if I've ever seen it happen. But let me know. You let me know in the comments, man. Let me know where you've seen him choke. Yes, Chris, we're going to be live for the Bills and the Chiefs. Most definitely. Man. Said not yet. Maybe today might be the day. See, now Tobias, now you sound like a hater. You've never seen that man choke, but you're saying that you feel like he gonna choke, or what if he chokes and all this stuff. That sounds like hater talk to me, Tobias. That's what that sounds. You gotta take that hate out your heart, man. Yo, but Terry Bradshaw is killing. He was just killing the Packers for that defensive play calling that cover one. Yeah, and Tobias, I saw you earlier. I think it was Tobias. Hold up. Nah, somebody else said it. Okay, I don't know who said it. It's too far back. But whoever said that JPP might get the player of the game, you're right, man. That boy's been wreaking havoc back there. He's been in on all of the plays, whether he's getting the sack or not, when it comes to disrupting what Aaron Rodgers is trying to do, man. So, but yes, at this point, if I'm the Packers, I am absolutely trying to get Aaron Rodgers outside of that pocket. I'm designing some type of bootlegs. You got to do something because that pocket is not holding up. The blitz protection is not there, and they got to do something. They got to move the pocket. They got to move the pocket and let him get out and extend these plays and do what he does. Oh, you said I'm asking the question. Tobias, look, man. But this, once again, if it's a choke, it's a choke. We're going to call it a choke. I'm telling you right now, you might not know Mark. I know him well enough to know that he'll come out and then admit that it was a choke, and he'll say that Patrick Mahomes got to do better. I think he'll walk back his comments. Even if, but Mark is a rider, he be riding. But I seen him walk back his comments about Russ after the playoffs. So like, this is not new. Like, he's had to eat his words before, you know. And with this Patrick Mahomes shit, if he got to eat his words, he'll do it, and he'll do it on cam. So. And Tobias, yes, I think that's going to be the key. That's going to be a big key in the second half. Devin White is definitely going to be a big key. They were using him sparingly in spots. You know what I'm saying? But I think that Tampa Bay's defense. I think the difference between the two teams so far literally has been defensive play calling. I think that's the gap that we're seeing right now in the score. And the defensive play calling has been flawless, if you ask me, to a certain degree with Tampa Bay. Shout out to Todd Bowles. Oh, if Tom Brady wins another ring, how does Mahomes catch that? As far as being the greatest. I don't know how Mark feels, but I'm gonna tell you how I feel. Like right now, the reason why Tom Brady is catchable is because there's so many question marks around the situation with New England. Is it Bill Belichick? Is it Tom Brady? They had a lot of great defenses. There's a Spygate. Are they cheating? There's not going to be any question marks around this championship. And then for him to be the age that he is, for him to come into Tampa Bay to do it, granted, I don't care how many weapons he has. If he pulls off a championship this year, thinking about it, I don't care who he plays. I don't care if he plays Buffalo. I don't care if he plays the Chiefs. I said that the two best teams in the NFL are over there. You know what I'm saying? The Chiefs and the Bills. If he beats either of those teams for a Super Bowl this year at 43 years old, with no questions about coaching, like BA's never done anything. I mean, I love him, but he hasn't been able to win in the past. You know what I'm saying? There's no question marks about this, man. If Tom Brady wins this, absolutely. I think the gap doubles. I think that's how much of a leap it becomes for Tom Brady's legacy if he wins a Super Bowl right now, first year with the Tampa Bay Bucks, with all the turmoil that has happened this year. So, yep, I don't know. I don't know how Patrick Mahomes passes that. Patrick Mahomes would basically have to duplicate what Brady did, and basically he would have to take two different teams to I think that he would have to take two different teams to multiple Super Bowls. And he would have to rack up all the regular season awards and all that stuff too. He would have to Patrick Mahomes would have to do everything. Like this might put Tom Brady in unreachable status. Man, I can't wait till Mark get back to have to answer this shit though. So Blitz Rogers, he gonna fold like a lawn chair. Hey, you know what? Them boys, there's something about them cats that don't like getting hit, man. I think no question Brady doing GOAT things most of New England time. He had Walmart baggers that he was throwing and passes to and still killed it. Yeah, I get you. You said 4 or 5. I'm telling you now, like, one of the things that cemented what's his name? Joe Montana. One of the things that cemented Jerry Rice. People had questions about Jerry Rice before he played out the rest of his career with the Raiders and whoever. You know what I'm saying? We thought he was going to taper off as a Niners organization. We let him go. We knew we thought he had a year or two left. We let him go. That man went and got, a Pro Bowl, went to the Super Bowl, all that stuff. Like, that is part of what cements Jerry Rice, was he was able to do it. A lot of people had question marks about the Hall of Fame quarterbacks he had. And then he went and did the shit with Rich Gannon. He went and did it with an organization at the time that wasn't known for being great. Like, he went and did that. And whether or not he won a Super Bowl or not, he went there. Like, that shit is something that you cannot say for other people with Jerry Rice, especially at that age. And then Joe Montana went to an AFC Championship game with the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? The very next season after he left the Niners. So it's like, yo, you have Jerry Rice, you have all these other guys you're throwing to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have the whole coaching staff, you have the great organization. He went to the Chiefs and he made it to the AFC Championship. So this being able to do it in an organization, in a situation to where it's not optimal and there's not really a huge benefit that you're getting from it, it speaks volumes. So I think Patty needs more than 4. I don't care how many regular season awards he gets. He's going to need more than 4. He's going to need more than, and I think he needs more than 5. If Brady has 7, he's going to need at least 6. Yeah, like I said, I just see it as the gap. Like, Tom Brady is reachable right now by Patrick Mahomes. I think if he wins the Super Bowl, there's just so much that you could say about this one, that answers all the questions about the first 6. That'll be it. Yeah, he says, speaking about whether it's Bill or Tom, one is in the divisional championship again, and the other. Yes, this is exactly what I'm talking about. A lot of questions got answered this season, man. A lot of questions got answered, man.
Gang, I'm back.
Yeah. I know the game just started, Mark, but there's an important question that you're going to need to answer here in a minute.
Okay.
If Tom Brady wins and he gets his 7th ring and he wins with Tampa Bay, whether it be against the Bills or the Chiefs, is there a path for Patrick Mahomes to then catch him after that?
Well, yes, because Patrick Mahomes is in his 3rd season and Tom Brady is in his 21st? Like,
I guess what would he need to do? What would you want to see? Like, because for me, Mark, it answers a lot of questions about his first 6 to where he jumps up into untouchable territory for me. When I say that, I mean, I told Tobias I would need to see 6 rings at least. He can have all the MVPs he wants. He's going to need at least 6 rings.
Okay. Now, if you're talking from that standpoint.
Yeah. What would he need? What would you need to see from
I would
Patrick
say
Mahomes?
he would need 5.
Ooh, a drop pass.
I would honestly say he would need 5. He would need 5.
Tobias said 4 or 5.
He would need 5. He would need 5 for me.
I said for me, it would take for him to get another ring with a different organization.
I can see that, but for
yeah,
me,
like if you want to even speak about 5, I would need one of those to be with somebody else because.
Oh.
What's
and
going on
Aaron
here?
Jones fumbles. This is the second fumble by Aaron Jones.
Drops a pass on the play before, and then now he fumbles. And there goes Devin White. We just talked about this. Man.
Do you?
Talked about Devin White.
Did you see? Okay. Okay. Did you answer the question by Chris?
Um, he said, "Do you think Jameis Winston should be looked at differently, seeing what he did, seeing what Brady did with Tampa? Winston did have 50. Winston had 38 touchdowns. He did not have 50. He had 38 touchdowns. What he had was 5,000 yards. So he
Yeah.
had 5,000 yards. He had 38 touchdowns, and he had like 30 interceptions.
Now I will say this. Okay, now that we're in commercial break.
Okay.
Okay, so like you said, he didn't have 50. Tom Brady had 43. He had 4,300 yards. And 40. He had
42 touchdowns.
42 touchdowns. So with that being said, I will say honestly, I don't see Jameis Winston any differently because all this shows me is that the team is better with a better quarterback. And
see, man, y'all get caught up in these stats, man. Look, like there's quarterbacks that have played throughout history that are just really good at throwing deep balls. Jameis Winston happens to be one of them. And I don't know if I don't know if you know your history well enough, Chris, but to me, Jameis Winston is Kerry Collins. Except for Kerry Collins didn't throw as many picks.
Nobody threw as many picks.
Yeah, like Kerry Collins could throw he could be in the top 5, top 6 of yards thrown for the season. He was doing that with the Giants. You know what I mean? Because he's really good at throwing deep balls. You give him a deep threat, and he'll be able to get the shit done. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I expect Jameis Winston to always have a lot of yardage because of the risk that he's willing to take, man.
Leighton, what are you pausing, sir?
Talking about deep balls.
Oh, okay, got it.
A guy, yeah, a deep ball guy.
Okay.
Nah, but yeah, real quick, I'm gonna get back to this because he said, great helmet on the ball. James said, I thought that was your guy, Jones in space. Nope. Hey, look, man. Jones is out there fucking up, man. Like the Packers as a whole is out there. He dropped the pass right before.
This is his second fumble.
This is it, man. Like Aaron Jones, I thought he was over this BS with the fumbling, but I guess not. I guess it's
why would you ever think that? This has followed him every year in his career.
I thought he was over this, man. I thought he was over this, but clearly he's not. Clearly he's not, man.
No.
Yeah, he said pause. He said pause twice. I didn't catch that. But yeah, no, he's clearly not over it, man. Look at him. Don't. I hate when players do it. Don't limp off to the side of the field like you was hurt, and that's the reason why you was dropped.
And there it is, break with the touchdown very quickly. This game is now getting
wide
out
open,
of hand.
Mark. This is it. This is that. I'm willing to call it game. I don't know. Like I've seen some fourth quarters, some comebacks from Green Bay. And I've seen it before.
Well, this is now a 3-score game. So.
This is it. They're not like their defense is not going to get any better, bro. Like this is it. Like this is the game. Like, and Mark, I hate to say this, and this is why I always try to reserve my feelings about Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs because this is typical. Green Bay's defense never shows up. They haven't showed up to an NFL to a playoff game since Brett Favre was the quarterback. That's just what it is. Like even when Aaron Rodgers won his Super Bowl, they weren't like I mean, I guess they showed up a little bit, but come on, man. Like this is the defense that he's got to deal with.
Hold on. Did Aaron Jones get chin checked by a helmet to helmet?
Yeah, it did. It looked like it. Yep. That explains, but
that explains it.
Yeah.
That explains it. But I mean, it's hard for a ref to see that.
I didn't see that in real time.
Oh no, I just saw it just now from that angle. He didn't get hit by helmet to helmet. It wasn't helmet to helmet. It was very close though.
Yeah. Either way, it don't matter, man. You got to be able to hold on to that. But yeah, once again, it's another year. The Packers come in, they're gonna give up 40 in a playoff game. I mean, Rodgers ain't doing them no favors taking the sacks. Aaron Jones ain't doing them no favors dropping balls and fumbling. Aaron Rodgers throwing the pick. Like, this is what it is every single season. Aaron Rodgers has to play perfect for them to have a chance to win.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. He has to play perfect. And until that changes, this man is never going to get himself a ring. So, man, Tampa Bay, I said their defense shows up once every 4 weeks, Mark. It looks like they've shown up in back-to-back weeks now. It looks like they, so.
Well, this is what I was telling you. Like, this is one of the reasons why they were my dark horses, because I said to myself, in a game of defenses, like, when it comes down to like whose defense is going to win out,
You're running with Tampa.
I'm going to pick Tampa.
Yeah.
Woo! And he gets flipped. I see you with the shoulder shake, but you know that hurt, boy. Like that was all bravado. That was all bravado, Jamal.
I'll say this, man. Tampa Bay's defense is playing fired up right now, and they're just playing with a different type of energy and confidence right now. This is it, man. This is gonna be a problem.
Sharice, am I a believer now? I would no.
This is funny, dog.
Like, why would you ask me something like that? We already know. Like, no, I'm not a believer in this team as they're gonna win it all. But I do believe that they're going to the chip. Like, I've said as much. Like, I just believe that they're going to where they're going to, and they are going to lose against the Chiefs. I don't have anybody beating the Chiefs at all. Now, I will say this. If the Bills manage to beat the Chiefs, I think the Bills
That's
have...
what Tampa wants to see.
Let me put it like this. I think the Bills have a better time of beating the Chiefs than Tampa Bay does. And if that was to happen, I think Tampa Bay has a shot of beating the Bills. But I do not believe that Tampa Bay has a shot of beating the Chiefs.
Yeah. Yeah, she says she agrees. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Like if I'm Tampa Bay, I want to see Buffalo. Man, I'll be honest, man. Like, it's not neither matchup is an ideal one for Tampa Bay, but the Bills would be such a better matchup for them, considering that they don't run the ball. You can dial up your blitzes. You can do all that stuff. You can, you'll have way more opportunities to make plays on defense because they're going to be passing the ball. Now, I don't know how well Tampa Bay does against running quarterbacks. And that's the only wild card that really is there with Josh Allen. But I'd rather deal with that than to deal with the Chiefs, who can run the ball, and then they still have a guy that you got to worry about taking off, and then he can throw and kill you with his arm. Like, I'd much rather be playing Buffalo if I was Tampa Bay.
Okay. Now, I will say that it looks like the Buccaneers defense is getting laxed because they're playing further off, and Rodgers at the moment is picking that up.
You got to snuff this shit out, man, because you know how Rodgers is. All it takes is one successful drive, and then all of a sudden he feels like he's Superman again. They got to snuff this out, Mark. They got to hold this shit to a field goal at least. They got to snuff this out.
They cannot score a touchdown here. If they score a touchdown here, Green Bay is still in the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Tampa Bay, please just snuff this out. Like, do what you're supposed to do. Snuff this out. And put a body on Devontae Adams, please. Mm-hmm.
If they score a touchdown here, it'll be an 11-point game, or potentially a 10-point game. Either
I
way,
still don't have any at this point. After what I've seen so far today, I have no confidence in Green Bay's defense to cover anything. So
yeah, but it's
they're still
third.
in it. Yes, they're still in it.
It's third with 10 minutes left. Like,
You know, people
there's
people
time.
fumble, shit happens, passes get
Right.
tipped. I get it, but that's the type of shit that they're gonna need here because their secondary is looking like food.
That Rodgers got another first down. So now, at the very least, you're looking at holding
Hey,
him to a field goal
I tell you,
because
man, you got to get that boy moving. You got to get him out of that pocket. You got to get him throwing on a run, man. If they're able to successfully do that, I feel like I told you, they absolutely have to do it. No more sitting around in this damn pocket that ain't holding. Like you see the two pancakes out. Like, what's going on here, man?
yeah.
Offensive line getting bullied out there, Mark. Yeah, Rodgers is trying to turn up, man. Yeah, Layton did say too early.
He did.
Yeah. I still
And that's
have
a
no
touchdown.
confidence.
So we still have a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Robert Tonyan
But I
scores
tell
the
you, there's only
touchdown
two
in the
people.
middle.
Robert Tonyan and Devontae Adams. There's only two people you need to pay attention to in the red zone, man. This is what it is every time. It's not even a secret.
Yeah, so sitting comfortably in the middle, Robert Tonyan, and he scores.
Not even a secret, man. Oh, yeah. Nobody on him. Man, that looks Travis Kelce-ish. like he just be sitting in the middle of the end zone, like, yeah, here I am. Give me the ball.
But here's the thing. Travis Kelce, when he catches it, he's been there for a long time. Like he was just sitting there for a while. At least on that, like Robert Tonyan got there and he threw
Hey,
it.
this is funny. Tobias talk about my 28-17 prediction is holding for now. Boy, that thing gone. Boy, I don't even know what you. That shit holding for another 5 minutes tops. Like, come on, man. This is exactly why I didn't want to put a prediction to the score, Mark.
This is
I'm
the
like,
type of conference. This is the type of conference championship game that you would love to see. Like this is
hell
what you
yeah.
want to see.
Yo, I might take this commercial break to go get me something to eat, man. I'm gonna hit the kitchen real quick, see what I can scrounge up.
It's not very long, but okay.
Yeah, not very long at all, you know.
All right, guys. So, of course, current score is currently 28-17. With that, Tampa Bay is about to get on the field. I would like to hear you guys' prediction for what's going to happen on this next drive for Tampa Bay. Do you guys think that Tampa Bay is going to... Are they going to score a touchdown here, or do you think that they will... or do you think they'll have to settle for a field goal, or will they just have to go ahead and punt? Let us know in the comments. There we go. So I got a lot of guys thinking that it's going to be a punt. I got Chris thinking it's going to be a punt. And Tobias is thinking that it's going to be a punt as well. I would have to agree with you guys on this one. I'm seeing a punt. I'm seeing a punt here. Because I feel as though, me personally, just by looking at what the Tampa Bay defense did on this last play, on this last drive, rather, it looks like they went up by 18 and got super relaxed. And I'm curious to see if that's the same way that the offense will respond. We've already seen multiple drops from multiple receivers being wide open in this game, and I think feeling as though they were in a relaxed position, we may see that here on this drive as well. What I would like to see, all right, right when I was about to say that, they do what I would like to see. They run the ball on first down. And that's what I would like to see more now that they have a comfortable lead. It would have been better if they held Green Bay this last drive, but I would like to see them play from the lead more with running the ball, given that Green Bay's run defense is typically just a gaping hole.
I wanted to quickly answer the question that you asked before when I was over there in the kitchen. Nah, man, I don't see this ending in a punt, man. I can see this getting to a field goal only because, like, BA, once again, that's their head coach, Bruce Arians. He is not the kind of guy that likes taking his foot off the gas. People forget, like, he was the offensive coordinator during those years when you had Big Ben throwing for 5,000 yards and 40-plus touchdowns and all that stuff, and they never let up off the gas. And that was also during the time when the Pittsburgh Steelers didn't have a defense.
Very quickly, I want to say shout out to Tampa Bay Buccaneers for actually doing a off the tackle play and getting a first down.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but like I said, BA is not the guy to take the foot off the gas. He's the type of dude to take a shot at the place where you think there would be conservative. So, yeah, no.
Chris Godwin did not play that ball correctly at all.
That was absolutely horrible tracking. That was terrible.
No, I would say it looked like it wasn't PI though. Like, Chris Godwin just literally had terrible tracking on that ball. Like,
yeah.
Like, he could have been there and he could have been at the right spot. He just had no idea where he was going.
As much as he slowed down and all the twisting and turning he did, he could have made that play. Lancaster is down.
That's not looking good for the Green Bay Packers.
I like Bruce Arians won't let them get relaxed. That's what I expected from this drive. He ain't that kind of guy.
I do appreciate the still taking the shots with the lead. Now, now I will say this, that if it comes down to these two teams in the Super Bowl, if it comes down to the Buccaneers or the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, the difference will be the head coaching. Andy Reid has a tendency to go conservative with the lead.
Oh, Andy Reid wouldn't have went for that fourth down. This drive would have been very predictable because Andy Reid wouldn't have dialed up any plays to take shots downfield.
No, but see, this happens when you. But see, now we have an interception, and this happens when you're playing with the lead and you're doing too much.
Yep, but I knew it wasn't going to be a punt. Hey, BA doesn't go.
He said, "I knew it was going to be a punt."
Hell nah, ain't no way.
I like how you tried to recover there.
Hey, I didn't say I was right. I said field goal. I didn't say I was right. But damn. But you know, this is one of the things that happens when you try to take risk, man. BA was gonna take risk. I told you that. You know what I'm saying? Did I see an interception coming? No, not with the way they secondary been playing.
Yeah,
That was just a bad pass.
that was a bad pass, and I wouldn't have passed it there. I would have ran.
That was a horrible pass. But but like I said, Mark, it's
Now
I expect this complaint to
I
be done.
will say this. I will say this. I don't know if that's a product of age or what, but Tom Brady has done that a lot more
This year.
In the last 2 to 3 years than he's done in ever before. Like where it's just random terrible passes.
Hey Mark, they fucking me up with these Burger King commercials, man. You right.
Like them Burger King commercials, man, they doing a number on me, dog.
I'll be honest with you, I'm like, man, I don't even know if the burger gonna look like that when I get there, but that's the shit I want right now. Like that's what I want. Nah, but my niece is back in here.
Oh, she was in here before?
No, she was in the
I know she was in the thing last
night. So that's what I'm saying. So she's in here now. She said, "Well, that was a fun little moment." All right. So, Crystalia, though, you don't be watching football. You don't be watching football like that. I don't believe you.
Nah, I think she's. I know, right? The burgers look crazy good. Like, dog, they gonna have to stop showing me this damn Bacon King, dog. Like,
yeah, like for real.
Like this
should look amazing,
ridiculous.
dog. Like I 1,000% was looking at that shit, and I'm like, dog, look, I just want you to know what I got when I went to go get. You know what I'm saying? I just got I got me a Red Baron pizza, microwavable pizza. Dog, I'm looking at this Red Baron like it's a piece of doo-doo right now.
Yo, yo, Tobias, you could say Burger King got donkey meat. I don't give a fuck what it is, dog. That shit is delicious. I'll tell you.
He said donkey meat. Well, damn, they know how to cook that donkey up just right, didn't they? You know what I'm saying?
Like that flame broiled donkey is legit.
Yeah. Yeah, you see the grill marks on it? Come on, man.
See? And that is, oh, Jesus. So there's 2 flags out on the field. One for holding and one for PI.
Did you see that weird ass double clutch movement that Aaron Rodgers did before he threw the ball? It looked like he was going to throw a pick, Mark.
Yeah.
It's straight up. I was like, nah, he better not let that thing fly, dog. That shit does not make me feel comfortable.
I'm assuming that when he went to throw it the first time, he lost his grip.
Yeah, like I don't know what that was, man, but I was like, oh, that's terrifying. You don't never want to see your quarterback do that. Red Baron slap. Thank you. Yeah, Red Baron do, man. Hey, and you know what's funny, man? I don't know what's the difference between the circle joints and the boat-shaped ones, but the boat-shaped ones hit better. They hit harder.
All right, so where was the interference? Oh, they picked it up. They picked up the PI. Okay. But see, this is what we were talking about before.
Devontae Adams was wide open. Jesus.
This is what we were talking about before. Aaron Rodgers is the absolute best at that. Like, he'll get you to go off sides, and then he's going for the deep shot.
Yeah, he just wishes that he would have saw Devontae Adams wide open on the left side.
No, but here's the thing: he might have saw him the first time when he had the double clutch, and then he was like, "Oh shit!"
Let me throw to where the pass interference is at. But yeah, you're right. He does that. He's the absolute best that I've ever seen. Period in history when it comes to that. Like,
see, that was a terrible pass. That was
a horrible look off too.
That wasn't even that was never going to that wasn't towards Mike Evans or nothing. Like, where was he going with that?
Like I said, he should have known that that look off didn't work. Like, clearly it didn't.
All right. So I will say this. They're doing an excellent job of keeping Adams quiet.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, Jordan Whitehead hurt himself on Jamal Adams play?
No surprise. Shoulder injury? Okay, yeah. That was a mean ass hit.
It was.
Yeah.
But you're not supposed to be the one that limps off though.
Like I told you, they was playing fired up, Mark. The boy was excited, man. They was eating out there on defense, man. I can't even blame them. I'm not even mad at it.
Okay, so the Whitehead loss may explain. Actually, the Whitehead loss doesn't explain what happened on these drives, because basically he's killing them with these short passes to the outside.
Hey, you see they got that boy Jones up out of there. Like,
yeah,
give somebody else a shot. I like AJ Dillon a lot. Mark, I remember when we talked about this in the draft, and it was like, I don't know why they drafted AJ Dillon when they had Jamal Williams and they had Aaron Jones. Right. It's looking like a good decision at this point because he took off. He's another guy that took off. Season.
Now listen, AJ Dillon just carried two guys 5 yards. Like he got tackled.
He took him for a ride.
He got tackled at the line of scrimmage and took these boys for a ride.
Yeah, Whitehead is a big loss. He said Levante's still making plays. AJ's a dog. Yes, he is. Absolutely. That's like I said, me and Mark did not understand the pick in a draft. It was like, you guys are good enough at running back. And obviously we knew once they picked him, it's like, yo, if anybody else picks him, he's a starter. You picked him and you wouldn't start him over Aaron Jones. So like, why'd you get him? Really, me and Mark are both really high on AJ Dillon. I think, Mark, when we talked about it, he was who we had as the second best running back in the draft.
My first best was Dobbins.
Yeah, behind Dobbins. So yeah.
All right, so
he said I want him in big trust.
First down and 34. Now caught on the 30. Looks like it's the 26-yard line. So pass to Lewis to the 26-yard line. Green Bay has easily marched down the field. I would say this drive is taking 2 minutes off the clock.
I don't know how much it's been, but I tell you what, Mark, I definitely told you that last drive, they needed to nip that shit in the bud.
Yeah.
And now look, now these motherfuckers are rolling.
Yeah.
You can't. Once Aaron Rodgers gets put, when his back is against the wall.
I said that they needed to make that stop, that last drive.
Mm-hmm.
Jay said something earlier, and I meant to get to it, but we were talking. But he said something about he doesn't know why they're not playing press coverage.
Against who?
I believe he was saying against the Bucks. No. I think he was saying, why aren't the Bucks playing press coverage against Green Bay?
They have deep ball receivers, and it's Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers has the capability of moving outside the pocket and making plays outside the pocket. If you play press coverage, then you better damn well be able to get to Aaron Rodgers, because if not, you're going to be toast on the outside and he's going to make a play. That's why they're not playing press coverage. Like,
Jamal Williams gets the first down but steps out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
So Green Bay gets another set of downs. They are currently on the 13-yard line, threatening within the red zone. I will say this: Green Bay seems to have calmed down, and and they are now doing a much more balanced attack.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mark, this is what I would like. I wish they would have done this in the beginning of the game. Maybe they have more than 17 points.
well, they're about to have more than 17 points here as long as they don't get a turnover.
Yeah. But yes, I would have. Yeah, definitely the balanced attack is working right now. Tampa Bay's defense looks like this has been a long drive for them. They look a little winded out there. I expect this to end in a touchdown for sure.
Yeah, I was wondering if Davis was going to get called for that.
Yeah, that's definitely leading with the head too.
I was wondering if they was going to call Davis for that. If you guys could see my reaction when I watched it in real time, I was like, oh.
Yeah, and that's Devontae. That's Devontae Adams. They're not going to let him do that. Yep, they're not going to let him do that. See, he was trying to lead with his shoulder.
Davis about to get like, yo, I would have to sit this nigga, dog.
I told you that boy Davis, man. Davis been. Maybe it's just the games that I watched, but man, he been an absolute liability on defense all year.
Yo, you have to play somebody like that as safety.
Clearly, they don't got nobody else, Mark. What do you want them to do?
Like, now that Whitehead's hurt, like, just put him in cover 2 and put him at safety, dog. Like, you got to figure something out. Like, because you don't, like, I don't need you out here making horrible decisions at corner, bro.
Yeah, this shit smell like a run play. What they about to do? Yeah.
Now, I will say this. Green Bay needs to stop running at the teeth of the defense. Like, stop running directly into the middle. Like, just go to the outside. Like, try some outside plays.
But I knew it was up the middle as soon as they put Devontae Adams in motion. I was like, yep, they're just going to run up the middle. And it's running up the middle out of shotgun, Mark. We talked about this. This running up the middle out of shotgun on the goal line seems absolutely asinine.
Yeah.
They better not run this dive play like I think they about to.
Throwing it out the back of the end zone.
Okay, good.
Nobody was there. Nobody was in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, he threw it away because nobody was open.
No, but like, did he get outside the pocket? Okay, he moved outside the line. Like, because I'm like, there's nobody near there. Like, where is he throwing at to?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice coverage, Davis. Redeem yourself, brother. I just don't like that play call. I don't like that.
That wasn't a very. I feel as though you threw away a play.
Yeah, that was a terrible play call.
And Devontae Adams gets involved in the game for a touchdown.
Here we go. That's what I'm saying. You should be having some type of crossing routes going across the back.
You need to have somebody sitting on the middle waiting for that crossing route. That's what I see when on that blitz package earlier. That's
somebody should drop back.
That's what I thought he was doing. I thought he was sitting on that route for the cross, but he blitzed.
You can't have Davis in that one-on-one situation.
Yeah, that's terrible, especially after you've seen Davis get abused all game.
Man, Mark, just when I was just praising Todd Bowles for his defensive play calling, this is the type of shit that happens.
So they're trying to make it a 10-point game here.
Okay.
I mean, not a 10-point, but a
3-point game.
Yeah.
Smart call.
Oh, and he drops it. Let me
see it.
Well.
Oh, dog. Who is that?
I don't even know who you are. St. Brown?
Oh, no. St. Brown. Yeah.
Who are you, Brody? Like, what
the reason why you don't. That's the reason why we don't know who you are.
Exactly. And we'll never know your name.
But they'll never remember your name. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why they won't never remember your name. Exactly.
If I was on the field, that's what I would say to him. I'd be like, and that's why they'll never remember your name. Yeah,
but you have to go. I mean, you don't have to, but yes. in my mind, I'm going for that. I'm going for that 2-point. Drawed up the right play and everything. He just dropped that bitch,
That's bad.
Yeah, he said they don't tackle in the NFL. You right, man. They don't tackle for shit.
Yeah, they only go for shoulder hits. They do not wrap up. But
Yep.
Here's the thing. We talked about this last week or so. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago, but we talked about this. Is it conducive to try to wrap up anymore, seeing how you can get called for landing on a person?
Well, the landing thing is only for the quarterback. So, like, if you're a linebacker, you absolutely should be wrapping up. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a linebacker, you're safety.
But see, it's too much to ask a human being to wrap up on this guy, but don't wrap up on that guy. Like it's too much. Like it's overcomplicating what I have to do on the field. And
like if you're a linebacker that's playing a run game, pass coverage, and pass rush, that shit got to be confusing on what you can and can't do.
Right.
Like, but I will say this: the root of the problem with the non-tackling that we seeing now is, man, we all played football in high school, and all of our coaches taught us hit and wrap up. I'm sure nobody was taught differently. Hit and wrap up. You still go for the hit, the big hit, but you put your arms out. You know what I'm saying? You hit and you wrap up. You know, you can still get the big hit and wrap up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we were taught. Now, what you have is, Mark, the specialty treatment that these players get when they're nice. Like, if Honey Badger was on your high school team and Honey Badger wasn't wrapping up, are you going to sit Honey Badger for not wrapping up? No, you're not. You're gonna let Honey Badger do what he does. Like, this is just what happens when it comes to this stuff. It's like, this guy is a beast. He's good at what he does. I mean, but at the lower level, it's okay. At the higher level, that's going to be a problem when you get to the NFL. You know what I mean? Not everybody's going to be a John Lynch. You know what I mean? Like, that's just what it is. Like, you can't, you know, but those fundamentals that was instilled in everybody younger, like, if you're really nice at what you do, they're not going to hold you accountable. Not at a lower level. They're just going to be glad that you're out there making plays. So,
yeah.
But clearly, there's absolutely. But even at the NFL level, there is zero emphasis on wrapping up. There's zero emphasis on it.
Okay, Meckins gets an excellent return. He's doing a little bit too much for not scoring a touchdown, so he needs to relax. Just get
Chris
off the field.
said, "I was in Powder Puff. I wouldn't call it high school football." Now we're not referring to you, Chris. We're not. Yeah, and yeah, Chris. What he said earlier about the touchdown was Davis is letting Adams come in the house and drink all the liquor.
Yeah.
He letting anybody in. It's an open door policy over there on Davis's side of the field.
I essentially feel comfortable at this moment saying Davis would be the reason why they lose this game.
If it happens, if they lose, it's gonna be him. Yeah. He giving it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, leading with the shoulder makes me cringe too. But like, we've all known this. Throughout their life, corners have always been afforded not tackling, and like particularly in high school.
Like, they don't give a fuck if you can tackle. Yeah.
Like, I don't know how many excellent corners I know that used to go where they slide their body into your legs to try to tackle you instead of wrapping you up. Like, that was a.
Let me tell you, the first time I got ran over was me trying to hit and wrap up as a corner, and I just got straight trucked. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, what up, Rob?
Yeah, what's up, Robert? What's up, Rob? Yeah, so I mean, still, you can still hit and wrap up, but you just got to get a little lower. They always say, look, man, you get lower than the other guy, you're gonna get the play made. Like, and if you wrap up their legs, they can't go nowhere. You know what I mean? Easier said than done,
A lot easier than said than done.
It was easier said than done, but at the same time, as a corner, I don't really like corners. It is what it is. Like, clearly he was going there for the big hit though, and I felt like there was already another player there with him. He could have just tried to push them out of bounds or wrap them up. He would have headed out of bounds in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, there was absolutely no reason for him to do what he did, even if he was just leading with the leading with the shoulder. Yeah, lower guy always wins. There's a reason why. Because guess what? If the running back gets too low or the ball carrier gets too low, then once you take out his legs, that's it. They're just gonna fall straight to the ground. Like,
I'm gonna tell you both. That's a lie. Because
what?
The lower guy, if AB is on the other side of you and you the lower guy, you just gonna get kicked in the face. So
no, but that's different because the AB's now going higher. You know what I'm saying? That's different. He wasn't trying to get low. You know what I'm saying? But yes, that's the thing. Being the lower guy in a situation where they're trying to run you over versus being the lower guy and a dude is trying to hurdle you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's also why the hurdle works so well. Is because people are trained to go lower.
Right.
And as soon as you break down, they're gonna try to get low and then you just leap. You know what I'm saying? Zeke, used to be a master at that. I don't know what Zeke is a master of these days, but
Zeke is a master of nothing these days.
Like I don't know what he's doing these days.
Zeke is a master of stealing checks these days. That's what he is. Like,
hey, Robert, man, you missed it, man. We shouted you out about the interception stat versus Tampa Bay with Aaron Rodgers.
Mike Evans turned around too early. He probably shouldn't have turned around at all.
He didn't have to. He should have turned his head. He shouldn't have turned around.
He shouldn't have turned his whole body.
He got to make that play, man.
He got to just get under that and keep running.
Yo, I don't know who number 20 is. The dude's been toast all day. That's the same dude that got burnt by Scotty Miller. He's not very fast.
But even for turning around, that's a bad drop. That's what
I'm gonna say. He has to make that play. He just has to make that play.
Well, I disagree with you. Zeke doesn't need an excellent O-line, but I'll talk about that when we get to the timeout.
Ooh.
Tyler Johnson with the catch. Excellent catch, Tyler Johnson. And that's how you get people to remember your name.
Yes. Nice. Way to fill in for AB there, buddy. Because that first shit you did in the first quarter wasn't it.
Yeah. That drop you did in the first quarter was trash.
That wasn't it, yeah. But cool. Ooh, boy. That boy running like he want a contract or something. I don't know. You want a chip or something.
See, and that's where the difference between Brady and Breeze. That ball has zip on it. Brady could still throw a 50-yard pass, blah, 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 blah. We see Breeze. Breeze don't got it at all. Like, I think that's where the difference between Brady and other greats is the fact that is longevity, his ability to continue to do it for how long?
Well, usually guys lose one of two things. They either lose their accuracy or they lose their throwing power, or they lose both, and it happens really quickly. Like Manning didn't have very much throwing power to lose in the first place, and then once that shit started to go, his timer was off. That was it.
Yeah,
he fell off quick. Guys like Joe Montana could have kept playing, but he didn't want to play if he couldn't play or at a high level or contend. You had guys like Dan Marino that were just fed up, and Dan Marino started to lose his accuracy towards the end. Brett Favre is a guy who obviously played until he was older because he didn't lose either one of those things. You know what I mean? But his accuracy was a problem before he got. So it was just
Brett
like,
Favre's
you know what I mean?
was
Like,
always a problem.
like, so it was different. So, but yeah, like, nah, Tom Brady, he still has the ability to make the passes that he needs to make. He just isn't as consistent.
Well, Rob, you just joining us, but that was something that we talked about earlier about Brady's inconsistency and wild throws over the last couple of years.
Leighton said he looked like he back in sync with us. That's good. And he said Hastings signing with the Pittsburgh.
No, right now we're
Haskins?
keeping it to the
Haskins?
games. We're keeping it to the games. Like if
That's something that
we'll talk about it during commercial break maybe, but we're keeping it to the games while the games is on.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And that pass was too high.
Wow. Hey, when I say Mark tip balls and all that stuff, it's all possible, right?
Well,
this is what you meant by like the game ain't over yet. You're right. I told you it was going to take something like that, though. And lo and behold, Mike Evans is out here choking, bro.
You can't say that. That ball's too high. Like, stop. Like
that shit hit him in the hand.
Yo, my nigga, you really hate Mike Evans.
I'm watching the replay now. Okay, that was too high.
You hate Mike Evans, dog.
That was too high. I said the ball hit him in his hands. That's why I thought it was, but it was too high. Give me, I hate Mike Evans. The last play he should have made, and this one it hit him in his hands. I watched the replay. It was too high. I said it's too high. Okay. Calm down. I need you to calm down.
No, I need you to calm down. You just ready to kill Mike Evans.
Dog, I watched it in real time. It hit him in his hands. What did you want me to say?
In real time, I could see that it was too high.
Mm-hmm. Real time, I couldn't tell. So, but yes, it was too high and it was too hard. He didn't even have time. Even if he wanted to jump up to go get it, he didn't have time to get there.
Yeah. Now, here, I will say this, Tobias. I don't think Patrick Mahomes would do that. But now, answering the thing about Zeke to you, Rob. So, with Zeke, yes and no to your thing about the offensive line. The offensive line they do need to reinvest in the offensive line because the offensive line is getting old. But also Zeke has not played to his potential at all. He doesn't need an excellent offensive line, but you can tell that his play is lazy.
Like, this is two things, man, and I'm going to shut the Zeke shit down right now. Two things that happened this year with Zeke's play, which is all on Zeke. It has nothing to do with the offensive line. Are we going to blame the offensive line for Zeke leading all running backs with
I did, Tobias.
Fumbles? You know what I'm saying? Are we going to blame the offensive line for all of Zeke's fumbles?
Right.
Because Zeke did that. Are we going to blame the offensive line for all of Zeke's drop passes?
Again,
because Zeke did that. Are we going to blame the offensive line for Zeke not running hard? Because we all seen him not running hard. Everybody was saying how he got the bag and now he's not hungry no more. Okay? These are all things that if he would have done, even in a down year, he still would have gotten his numbers. You know what I mean? They might not have looked like the numbers he got his first 2 years, but he would have got his numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all on Zeke. That is all three of those things is all on Zeke, man. Like, you could talk about the offensive line if you want, but the plays were there to be made for Zeke this year, and he didn't make them. Like, everybody wants to talk about the offensive line now, but when Dak was throwing for 400 and 500 yards every week, Zeke was still squandering his opportunities, and that's with the running game wide open.
And we are back. That ball falls to the middle of the field by Aaron Rodgers on first down because it was a tipped pass.
This is wild, Mark. We're gonna get back to this in the next break, but Rob just tried to say that he's never been known for catching. That Zeke has never been known for catching.
But okay,
that's a wild statement. No, see, Tobias is saying this.
So hold up.
Hold up.
it looks like Tom Brady may not have been aiming for Mike Evans. It looks like he may have been aiming for Scott Miller, who was in the end zone, and Mike Evans jumped up thinking the ball was for him.
Well, this is the thing, man. This is the problem. This is what field spacing. That's a field spacing issue, and this is something that you brought up last week, Mark.
Yep.
You didn't like the field spacing. You didn't like the reads that had to be made, and this is the field spacing thing, man. You don't want your wide receiver to be confused about whether it's going to him because he doesn't know that there's another guy behind him.
Exactly.
But Tobias is trying to say that he said we slid one in there and said that this season was an anomaly for Zeke. It was an anomaly for Zeke, but it was an anomaly for a reason. It was because of his effort. That's why it was an anomaly. Can Zeke bounce back? Yeah, he can. But if his effort is the same as it was last year, then I'm not expecting much.
Okay. Tampa Bay absolutely needed this 3-and-out. Good job by Tampa Bay on holding here because this was about to get really out of hand. They really needed this 3-and-out, and they got it.
Wow, bruh.
James said, "Why aren't they running the ball? That's the formula to beat."
Now, I'm gonna bring.
No, Jay, you are absolutely correct. That is the formula that to beat the Packers. Unfortunately, though, we are in a passing league, and when you have the quote unquote GOAT and as your quarterback,
don't do the quotes, Mark. Don't do the quotes, man. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying when you have the quote unquote GOAT as your quarterback, you have a tendency to for that to fall by the wayside. It takes a very disciplined coaching staff and offensive coordinator to remain diligent on the run, even if the pass is working. See, the bad part of this game is the fact that the pass has been working for the Buccaneers. So they're going to give Tom Brady the ball, and Tom Brady's going to ask for it. They need to, what they need to do is just be diligent and run the ball because they know that's what will work. But it's hard to do that when you have the best quarterback in the league. Or the best quarterback ever, rather, because he's not the current best.
No. But this is the thing, man. No coach. I mean, and granted, I don't think Bruce Arians gives an F about what anybody thinks. But no coach wants to be the guy that didn't put the ball in their quote unquote playmakers' hands and then end up losing that game. They don't want to take the ball out of your best player's hands and then lose the ball and then lose the game. These guys, this is part of the reason why they coach the way they coach at times. You know what I mean? That's just the way that they see it. It's like, I don't care if, now, and I'm going to say this specifically to quarterbacks. If the quarterback is supposed to be your best playmaker, then that's where the dilemma comes. Because if the running back is the best playmaker, Mark, we already know how that goes. They don't care. They'll take the ball out of that motherfucker's hands all day. But if it's the quarterback, man, they're not trying to hear no backlash. They're not trying to see. They're not trying to get. It's not just going to be immediate backlash. It's going to be a backlash from upper management. It's that whole relationship with the QBs and upper management and the GMs and everybody else. It takes a ballsy, headstrong coach to be like, look, we just gonna go with the game plan that's supposed to work.
Here's a perfect example, and mind you, it's a different sport, but perfect example. The Raptors, their former head coach, he benched DeMar DeRozan. That was the right thing to do. DeMar DeRozan was playing trash, but that was also the thing that got him fired. Because if he had died on the sword of sticking with his best player, even though that was going to lose them the series, that nobody would say anything or say as much. But because he took out his best player, even though it was the right move to do, and they still lost, he left reason to question, well, why didn't you put it in your best player's hands? And that's essentially what Shawn is talking about here, is like you're going to leave room for people to question you, and it takes a ballsy person, and it takes a person with enough guts to not care about your questions. But that also takes an ownership to trust you enough to not care about the media's questions when they question you about it.
If it's a running back, nobody's really going to care. But if it's a quarterback, the biggest difference is the people in the front office are going to care. And that's the people that have the ability to fire you. Those are the people that have the ability to tarnish your name. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. If you don't hand the ball off to Marshawn Lynch, you just got to deal with the media. You know what I'm saying? Front office ain't mad at you for letting Russell Wilson throw that ball. You know what I'm saying? You get to live another day. You get to keep your job. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's a certain amount of risk job wise that comes with the opposite. Ooh, boy, that's a fire blitz.
Tom is getting abused.
Dog, he had to let that thing fly, but you got to let that thing go out of bounds, baby. Hey, what I tell you, he not a stand in the pocket and take the hit kind of guy, bro. You get him, boy, that shit was screaming off the end, too.
I will say this, Mike Evans should have turned himself into a cornerback in that situation.
He didn't even know, though. Look how fast this happened. The ball came out way before it was supposed to. By the time he turned around and realized that the shit was coming, it was too late. Like, I don't know what Mike...
He saw it coming, but I don't think he saw how short it was going to be.
Yeah, it's too late.
Because...
he was still trying to track it. See? That's why he turned around the other way. He was trying to
look, see, but this is where I'm going to shoot... See, I'm a fair guy because I'm going to shoot Tom Brady. Because even though, Patrick Mahomes being younger and stronger, he would... like, that ball would still have more zip on it than what Tom's did. But I'm gonna shoot Tom Bale here because he got hit on the pass. Like, of course that's gonna do that.
Yeah, so in real quick, I'm gonna address Leighton talking about remember that, Dak was out. I'm gonna give you the stats for the first 4 games when Dak was there. In those 4 games, Zeke had 2 fumbles already in 4 games. And Zeke, these are his yards per carry average: 4.3, 4.0, 2.4, and 4.5. That's just what it was. Like, and that's with Dak throwing for 400 yards a game. So I don't know what if that's not an optimal situation, then I don't know what is. And that was before the offensive line injuries. So that's what I'm saying. Like, Zeke he wasn't playing bad, but he definitely wasn't playing good.
So I'm going to say this to you guys out there. So if Tom Brady loses this championship game and he loses it because he's out here throwing picks, what does that say to you?
What does that say to you? Oh, man, I'm going to let them answer first before I give my opinion on that. I'm going to let them answer. I'm going to watch this game real quick. Ugh. Oh, man, you got to catch that.
This game is getting rough. It's really good. It's getting rough, though.
This is wild, man. See, and you know what's happening here is, man, Aaron Rodgers is not able to get the ball to his playmakers. And he's having to rely on these guys like St. Brown and whoever the hell else is out here playing. You see that? Boy, they got physical.
Now the commentators on the actual TV just mentioned something that these refs are letting them play. And I will say that shout out to these refs. This has not been a highly flagged game. The flags have been super legit, and stuff that they could let go, they have let go on both sides.
Well, Mark, I'm going to take this time to go back to, I think it was James who mentioned, why aren't they pressing? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, James, if they're going to let them press like this and get this handsy, then I'm absolutely going to try to take advantage of that. Because right now they could have called something on a lot of this stuff. Like that was a lot of contact there, and if that's the way they're going to call it, then yes, go for it.
But it's a lot of, it's a lot of.
They're literally holding.
No, it's most of it's like. Here's the thing. It's hold. Technically, you're right. It's holding because he grabbed the jersey, but it's not. In my opinion, it's not callable holding until the person tries to pull away and you still have the jersey. Like if you still have the jersey,
saying, but they're holding them and they're running with them, they're still impeding their progress.
Yeah, but like, but within 5 yards, I'm allowed to do that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you saying that, like it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter what the rule is. It matters how they're calling it.
Right.
And if this is how they're going to call it, then this is absolutely a time when you tell your guys, hey, push the envelope until they call something. Because if they're going to let you hold Devontae Adams as long as you want to within that 5 yards, then goddamn it, you hold on to that motherfucker for dear life. Because now it's that extra second that allows the pass rush to get to Aaron Rodgers. It's that extra second that he doesn't have a guy available to throw to.
Hey,
and
real
that
quick,
play call was a bunch of short routes.
Yeah, real quick. I want to say, there's this person in the chat. It says Tamika Malone, and she says it says nothing. Maybe it says you're just a hater. I don't know who this person is, but I don't hate anyone, and I'm not a hater of Tom Brady. I will say this though. I just asked a question. I didn't make a statement on what it says to me. I was just saying, what does it say to the guys out here if they lose because Tom Brady's just throwing a bunch of picks? I would tell this human being to calm down and go relax themselves.
Look, this is what I'll say. This is what I'll say. You popping up and saying that maybe you're a hater. This is what everybody in the chat been trying to tell him. But he's still denying it, you know. So there it goes. And and with that said, Leighton's response was, "It says he's trying to win." That, of course.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people that's
not what everybody used to say about Brett Favre, though. Like, nah, man, we can't change the rules for different quarterbacks, can we? Look, that's what I want to know. If you're saying that he was trying to win, then you better have been saying that Brett Favre was trying to win.
Yeah, Tom needs to. I will say this: Tom needs to relax. I do appreciate them going for it in the air, but right now Tom he's off. Like he's off. Like. Get comfortable and run the ball, but they're not doing it, and it's a shame. Ooh, yeah. Godwin escaped with one right there. That
should have been completed.
No, I was more so worried about that thigh to his head, like.
I thought that was going to be a concussion.
Yeah, like we've seen people get concussions for less, like.
Yeah, Tom Brady squeezed that motherfucker in there though.
But Chris Godwin got 5 receptions for 110 yards. He's balling.
Oh no, he's been cooking. It's like the plays where somehow he ends up getting loose, man, or they're not really paying attention to him, man. He's been making those plays.
Now Ronald Jones just now he hesitated and went to the middle. Like if you're going to hesitate. Don't go into the cluster. Escape to the outside. Like, Mark, get away from the cluster.
Mark, we don't need to. I don't know about you, but I don't feel like maybe I'm a Ronald Jones hater, but I don't feel like we need to break down Ronald Jones running back film. He just doesn't know what he's doing back there, Mark.
His field vision is not good.
It's not. And it's the reason why I don't like Ronald Jones. But
they got he runs
hard. Like, look at Gronk. Loose.
It looks like they dusted off the trump card.
Hey, man. Hey, Mark. they do not want him to get Gronk going. They don't want that Brady Gronk connection going. Right now, they got Brady on his heels. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. I would not. You know, man, you gotta nip that in the bud.
They dusted off the trump card. I will say this. That's an excellent block. Now he kind of like you saw what he did. He got under his pad.
It was just enough for him not to get flagged. but yeah, no, that was a good block. No, but that's what they teach you, Mark. They teach you if you're going to block somebody, you want to get up under the pad because you have grip.
No. I mean, but he literally got up under the arm of his pad. Like he
did. That's what you're supposed to do.
And I was like,
and as long as you don't grab with your fingertips and you do it with your palm, nobody cares. Like,
exactly.
That's what they teach you, man. They teach you that. You know, and just to be clear, he was kind of towards the front side of his pads. Like he knew what he was doing. He said, Tobias said, Gronk here to close the game. Man, look, like I said, they don't want Gronk to get going.
I will say this on that highlight, what it showed me was that Gronk can still create space with his legs. Which you don't really believe it, but like I saw on that play, he was gaining on guys next to him.
But remember this, Mark. Gronk is he's probably like a whole 30 pounds lighter than he ever was in his regular playing days. So I think that's a big part of his mobility.
Oh, you mean because he's not on the juice? Got it.
Look, man, I didn't say nothing about no juice. I didn't say nothing about no berries. I didn't say nothing about nothing. You calling it him being on the juice. Let's make it clear. You said he was on the juice.
I'm going to just let you know, I've never seen anybody lose 40 pounds in a month. I've never seen it.
Man, Jeff Saturday said he lost all that weight. He said that's what happened to him. Jeff Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Because he said he retired, then he went to the booth, and everybody was like, damn, you look so small for offensive lineman.
Yeah, because he's off the juice.
So you're saying Jeff Saturday was juicing too?
Yes.
At the center position? You know what? I'm done with you, Mark. I can't talk. I'm not going to let you tell me that.
So you're saying centers can't juice?
I'm not saying they can't. I'm telling you that. Okay. I'm telling you that Jeff Saturday was not. You know what? Nah. If you're going to call Gronk a juicer, call him a juicer. I'm not even going to.
Oh, line drive. Line drive, 46-yarder. There you go, Tampa Bay, creating some space to actually be able to work. So we're now back Green to Bay an needs 8-point game.
That 2-point that they missed, they need that shit now. Now it's an 8-point game instead of 7.
Yep.
That dropped 2-point conversion coming back to them.
So now we are at an 8-point game with a line drive, 46-yarder.
Thank you, Chris Dahlia. She said we're better commentators than the people on right now.
Yes, thank you very much. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you. And then it says Gronk was definitely on testosterone.
Thank you.
First off, the fact that you're only going to limit it to testosterone is wild. But yes, we're going to go with that because we know there was you don't get HGH was evolved. You don't grow to be that big without HGH. Testosterone don't help you get big like that. But it was definitely a cocktail. He had a cocktail of some sort.
Sharice.
What'd she say?
They aight.
Hey, Leighton said vegan diet. I'm done.
Sharice, I would love to say that your Call of Duty game is aight, but I would be lying. So.
Hey, time for Rodgers to choke. Hey.
Leighton said being on testosterone at 27 is
nasty. That's funny. But so Leighton wants me to believe that Gronk went on a vegan diet and that's how he lost all that weight in a month. Your love for all things Patriots, it just never ceases to amaze me, dog. They're not even playing for the Patriots no more. You know, that's fine. You can't admit that Gronk was on something. Can you at least admit that it was very unnatural how big he was, and then it was very unnatural how small he got? Can you do that, Leighton?
Yo, he won the Super Bowl 1 week and then the next week he was on WrestleMania weighing 185. Like, come on, bro.
And then he said no way. He said no. He was taking CBT. Look, man.
Oh wow, that was what. See, I have to commend. Like, there has been. We talked about this. There has been more off the tackle plays than we've seen anywhere else in this game, but it's still not enough because the play, like when they do go off the tackle or when they do go to the outside, is highly effective. But then it disappears for series.
like yes, like it's not gonna happen. Like if it happens twice in a series, that's all you're gonna get. Like yeah, but
like it disappears for like
you see how that
series at a time.
Kind of was there, Mark. You see what happens when you got linebackers as pass rushers on the outside and you create a hole over there. You talk about zip, man. Look at that shit, man. I got that boy Valdez Scantling looking like a monster, man.
Like,
this is disgusting. I'm gonna throw up, Mark.
Scantling is looking amazing. Now I'm gonna let you guys in on some inside information. Shawn hates Scantling because
absolutely
Shawn picked up Scantling on the waiver wire, hoping that he would be something. And in the time that he picked him up, Scantling decided that he was going to drop everything and not do a goddamn thing.
Yeah. That adds to my hate. Like I already didn't like him before, Mark, but that was the last straw for sure with me. Like, and then as soon as I dropped the Mark, he started making plays and shit. Like I'm like, nah, man, he's done with me. I'm done with him. But like I said, he has found a nice little niche here. But he's playing hard, man. I got to give it to him, man. And hand checking. I don't know if that's hand checking. Damn near grabbed his arm, but
Jay said, "What coverage Tampa playing? Because whatever it isn't working. They getting torched."
Hey, don't do that, Tobias. Don't do that, Tobias. Don't do that. Did you win this year? Oh man, I thought Tobias won or something. All right, cool.
All right. See here's the thing. Here is the thing. David is doing excellent and he's all over the place, but that is the problem. David is all over the place. They need to start settling in and protecting the middle. Because
dog, look at Davis getting tossed to the ground, dog. Come on, man. Like they asking that man. Mark, I will say this. They're asking him to do the impossible, and he's halfway getting it done right now. Right. 8 receptions for 56 yards. Is getting it done in my book right now, Mark.
Because look, they're not protecting the middle, they're not protecting the middle or the short, and that's where they're getting beat up at. They're like,
God damn! Hey, somebody get Davis out of the game, man. Pull him out the game. Tobias, man, what you got to say about that? What? Yo, where's Rodney at? Hey, Tobias, where's Rodney at, man? I need him to explain this shit. I'm gonna say something to him in the group.
Yo, Davis is getting abused.
He got his head took off with
Davis
that,
is getting abused, dog.
Dog, you got it. Oh man, they being nice by not showing
David,
all the
like for those that missed the play, Davis just took a vicious stiff arm from Devontae Adams. Green Bay is now on the 8-yard line, and they just had their first play, so the 2nd and goal on the 8-yard line.
Yeah, man, that shit looked like a WWE clothesline, man. That was terrible. Domestic abuse, yes, that shit. Somebody needs to file a report.
Yo, Lazard, what were you? Did Lazard just duck? Hold up, no, did Lazard just duck the pass?
Yeah, he did. He did just duck the pass. Like, look, I don't know who was supposed to be where, but clearly there was a miscommunication because he was not expecting a ball to be flying at his head at that point in time. Like, ooh. He should have just took the yardage, man. You gotta take those yardage. You gotta take that on the ground there, Aaron Rodgers. You gotta take that on the ground. Boy,
come on, discount double check.
No, he threw that pass behind Lazard. Now he looked like he should have took the rushing yards and he threw that. Oh yeah, no, he was gonna get tackled. Never mind. Boy, is it just me, Mark, or is this man slower, noticeably slower?
Well, he's old.
I get it, but Jesus Christ, I didn't realize he was
But
this slow.
and you forget? Did you forget that he broke his leg?
No. I didn't forget any of this. Like, you got to remember, he wasn't running last year, and he wasn't running the year before his last year with McCarthy.
Well, the year before is when he broke his leg.
Yeah.
And last year was the year that he came back from breaking his leg.
But I'm telling you, I haven't seen him really run like that. And now I'm watching him, and I'm like, this guy is considerably slower.
Yes, I mean, yes, he is. But I mean, but like, all I'm saying is, it's no surprise to me that he's considerably slower, seeing how he's an older gentleman that broke his leg.
I get it. I expect him to still be able to outrun defensive tackles. That's just me. Maybe I'm expecting too much from him. That's it.
I'm sure if his intention was to run, he would have been able to outrun the defensive tackle. But because he was looking downfield, he was not set to do that.
What I'm saying is the fact that it was never a thought in his mind to take the run. He obviously knows how slow he is.
Ooh, okay, this is getting really interesting. 205, and you just gave the ball back to Tampa. So you have all 3 timeouts. Tobias says, why not go for the TD?
Green Bay.
All right, here's the thing, Tobias. If they go for the TD and don't make it, the game is definitely over. Like, it's for sure over. That's it. Now, but in this instance, well, actually, they still need the touchdown regardless.
No. I was just gonna say, Mark.
Yeah, like I'm doing the math now. They still need to
stop them and get the ball back and score. So if they don't get the touchdown, they still need to stop that Tampa Bay from scoring. They still need to get the ball back. There is absolutely no risk.
Touchdown. I apologize. I take that back. My math was off. There was no instance in where they should have just went for a field goal. I don't understand it.
Still need a touchdown, man. They still got to get a stop. They still got to do this and that.
Yeah, because a field goal does not. Because if they go down and get a field goal, it does nothing for them.
This is the thing, Mark. If they're able to get down there and get in field goal range, then by that time you're out of timeouts and they're burning the clock out. There's no time left.
There was literally no benefit to that. I apologize. There was literally no benefit to kicking the field goal there. That is a terrible coaching decision.
Yeah, three timeouts, 2-minute warning. My point is, with Tampa Bay having the ball right now with 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning, right?
Yes, they're going
to take their time getting to field goal range. So if your thought was if they get to field goal range, we have a chance. No, they're going to burn out all your timeouts and everything before they get to field goal range. There's a 0% chance that Tampa Bay pushes the ball downfield to get into field goal range before
that was terrible coaching, and because 2 field goals only put you at 29. They're up by 31. Like what are you going to do?
That's a gutless move, Mark.
It's not a gutless move. It's a mathematically incorrect move. Like mathematically, it does nothing for you.
It's both. It's both at the same time. Even if you weren't thinking about math, you have to go for it there. This is crazy. I don't know, man. Bad coaching, horrible coaching. This is some Andy Reid. Well, I'm not gonna say some Andy Reid shit. This is some Mike McCarthy shit right here.
Nah, that was some Doug Peterson shit for sure.
Look, man, you just naming a bunch of people that was in Andy Reid's coaching tree, man. That's all you're doing right now.
I'm just saying that was some Doug Peterson shit.
I know.
That was some Anthony Lynn, Doug Peterson shit.
Nah, man, but yeah, I don't know, man. This is really going to be terrible and anticlimactic if these guys just burn out the timeouts and win the game this way.
So, but I will say this: I was correct. Anybody that want to go back a few episodes, I was correct in who I said was coming out. people that said the Saints was coming out. I said no, the Saints ain't
Impossible. We both agreed that was not happening.
I said there's no way the Saints is coming out. And so far my dark horse is moving right along, doing great.
Well, my dark horse is still hanging around, and that's Buffalo. So we'll see what happens with the game today. Yeah, but you not only did you pick Tampa as a dark horse, but you literally picked them to advance to the Super Bowl. So, I said not only was Tampa your dark horse, but you literally picked them to go to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
I didn't pick my dark horse to go to the Super Bowl because I thought they would lose to the Chiefs. But I do believe that they were the only team that was, or I'm not going to say only team, they were the team that was best equipped to challenge the Chiefs and possibly get a dub off them. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens with my dark horse today. Like I said in the beginning, I was like, I don't even know if you could call him a dark horse, but I was calling him that just because there was still doubters out there. So,
yeah. So this is going to be a great game, man. These have been great games so far.
Yeah, we're getting some compliments out here. Said y'all doing a pretty good, guys. Tip my hat to you guys. You guys sound way better than these washed down commentators. Cool.
Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you, cuz.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Leighton, the same way you just said Saints and you hit the LOL, we did that shit in real life, yo. Anytime somebody brought up the Saints, we just laughed. Like it wasn't even a thought, man.
All right.
Damn, y'all already fucking.
So you just gave him the first down instead of
Snacks.
Like, you're gonna get it anyway. Let me just hand it to you then.
What you doing, Snacks? What you doing? Dog, this is absolutely horrible. Like that was a wasted. You just wasted the 2 minute warning. Like, I mean, it was 2nd and 1. They were probably gonna give it up anyway.
Yeah, but now it don't matter.
You can't do that. You can't do that on this drive.
I'm confused. Like this is something I've never understood from any running back. Like when you shuffle your feet and you see like there's nowhere for me to go, but you continue to go directly into where there's nowhere for you to go.
But
why?
this is in a we gotta burn their timeout situation. I'm telling you, if he bounces to the outside
it's
and
over.
He fumbles or something like that, nah, man. You tuck that shit with 2 hands and you run up the middle. We don't care how many yards we get. We just trying to burn the timeouts.
But see, you act like I can't cover it with 2 hands and go to the outside.
Don't nobody run like that, Mark. I don't know what happened to the days when running backs used to, hey, there's a guy coming or I'm running in traffic and they'd tuck it with 2 hands. Mark, you talking about the late 90s, early 2000s. They don't do that here. They don't do that here.
All right, so now Tampa Bay has a decision to make. It is currently 3rd and 4? Or no, 3rd and 3 probably.
3rd and like 3. It's like 2.5 from what I just saw.
So we'll say 3rd and 3 for now. And what are they going to do? Are they going to score this? Are they going to go for this touchdown? Or not go for this touchdown. Go for this first down
Arians,
through the air. Or will they run
Arians, it? I honestly think I wouldn't be surprised if you've seen some level of trickery in a pass play here, or they may just come out in a straight up passing formation. But I'm expecting him to dial something up. Like BA has a play for this. You know what I mean? Like he has a play for this situation right here.
That wasn't it. But that was interference though. That was interference though. Like he pushed him down. That was interference.
I was gonna say that's a no call, but to say they better call that. Like
Alexander had his arms out for a long time, like he didn't see the pass interference, my nigga. Like, Doug, why did you push him down? He didn't push him down, but he was pulling on the jersey. And he made sure. See, he made sure.
Oh, that's a flop. He pulled on the towel.
No, he made sure that they knew he was pulling on his jersey.
Oh no, okay, that wasn't even a jersey. It was his shirt underneath. But it don't even matter. It don't even matter. But he pulled on something.
Right, yep, like right there. Right there, when he felt the tug, he made sure he fell so that they would have to call it.
Oh yeah, but he absolutely slowed him down. Like that boy was
Yeah.
running in place when he tugged on the shirt.
See, and that's what I would, and see, that's what I be talking about. That's the difference between me, like me getting a hold of you and keeping you in place, and me holding. Once you tug, and and there's tension on the jersey. Now I'm going to throw the flag. But if we're standing in place and I'm just holding on to your jersey, I'm not calling shit. It's up to you to try to get away from it. See, look, you can't, that tug was hard.
No, that was like, if you see the other angle, that tug was crazy hard.
Yeah, like this angle right here. This angle from behind Tom Brady.
You literally see him damn near running in place once he tugs on that shit. Like, dog, he was toast though. He been toast all game though. I don't know what y'all expected. He done got burned by everybody on the field so far. So goodbye, Aaron. Goodbye, Clown. Bye-bye, Packers.
Everybody. I didn't realize so many people hate Aaron Rodgers. It's crazy.
Dog. Yeah, I knew because I'm one of the people that really don't like this guy. So
discount double check, no?
Nah, man. You know what I hate more than Aaron Rodgers?
What are they doing?
This is what makes me a hater.
Reviewing whether or not that was a pass interference? It definitely was.
But yeah, no, but this is what I hate more than Aaron Rodgers. I hate the fact that people give him credit for Hail Marys. That's what I hate more than I hate Aaron Rodgers.
So the Super Bowl is in Tampa Bay this year. So Tampa Bay will be the first team to have home field advantage in the Super Bowl.
And it's Florida, so they might actually have fans there.
Yeah.
Like
now,
it's
Tobias, you were listening, but yes, I completely said that he sold it. He made sure to fall so that they had no choice but to call it. But that's just what he was supposed to do. But that was a legit pass interference. Buddy really was you could see it in real time. 2 of his steps were almost in place because of the pull.
You going, John? You going, Leighton? You say you going. He said you're going.
Okay, I mean,
I believe him.
I guess you're about to sell some stocks, I guess. Because Jones is about to be
he did mention that, said Apple talking about they about to put out their fourth quarter earnings. He said it's going to be something like 100. He said 100 million. Anyway, but yeah, Leighton, he's nearby. I'm not going to give his location up, but he's nearby. You know what I'm saying? It won't be nothing but a short trip. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, dang. I guess I should go down. Go down to Clearwater. Relax my feet. You know what I'm saying? Go back down to Tampa.
Yeah, that's funny. He said, "Man, I ain't going nowhere." You funny.
He said, "Look at Green Bay coach crying."
Dog, that's funny. He should be crying about that stupid call to not go for the fucking touchdown.
That was a terrible decision. He should, I don't understand. Hold up. So they found a whole nother penalty? Than the penalty that they were reviewing?
What? What? You know what?
They found a whole nother penalty than the penalty that was being reviewed.
I need to hear this.
I'm confused.
Dog. So are they really trying to help Green Bay out? Because they gave Green Bay their timeout back.
No, they had 12 men on the field, but they're down to their last timeout, and that was a
booth. They just said that Green Bay got their timeout back because of the penalties which called.
Because of the booth review?
Yeah.
Is Scott Miller getting the game ball? No. He made one play. Like, why would he get the game ball?
You know, if I had to give it to anybody, it would be Chris Godwin the way he's been balling.
It would be. I would honestly. I don't think anybody deserves the game ball. Honestly, Levante David deserves the game ball. Like
him or J.I. Give it to somebody on defense, man.
Yeah, because on offense, nobody deserves the game ball. Chris Godwin had like two terrible drops.
Yeah.
Scott Miller made one play. Mike Evans had one terrible drop, and like
the running backs ain't really did shit, man. The running backs been a liability all game.
Yeah,
where they shouldn't have been. That should have been the bread and butter.
Yeah, Fournette had two drops. Tom Brady had two picks.
Three picks.
You got to give it to Levante David.
Yeah. If not, I like the prospect of JPP. But I feel like Levante David did so much in the run game. I don't know. He said give Devin White the game ball. I guess he want Devin White to get it because of the fumble.
Blade. I call 35-30. Remember that, my brother. 31-26.
Well, the point gap is the same. You know, pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rodgers is disappointed. Like, listen, it's gotta be frustrating being an older player knowing that your time is coming up and you trying to go out on the Peyton Manning treatment and it ain't gonna happen for you like that.
No, it's worse for him because he's watching a 43, 44-year-old dude take a bout. Right. And the 43-year-old dude is going to be playing for another 4 years. Like, this shit gotta hurt, man. Like, game over. That's it. Well, that was good shit, man.
This was an excellent game. Thank you everyone for joining us. Like this video, like the live, excuse me. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed to us. What time is it? 6:18. So the next game will be coming up in 10 minutes. I'm going to briefly shut this down so I can set up for the next game that will be coming on, but we will be right back here for the next game. So
you're gonna start it's gonna be a new link for live?
It probably will, because I'm going to stop this one and go into the next one. So
if y'all are subscribed, hit the notification bell. You guys will get that way. You guys get a push notification the next when we go live for the second set of games, and that way. But we will be posting links again on both of our Facebook pages and on the iTest page.
Yeah, we're coming right back to you. We just resetting, so letting you guys know. Join us for the next game, where my second favorite team, the Chiefs, because of Patrick Mahomes, goes against the Bills, which is Shawn's dark horse.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So with that being said, thanks for joining, guys. I'm going to log this one out. Come back for the next game.